Good morning and happy Faded Friday, everybody. Wow, my mic is really low to the ground right now. Good fucking morning. Mike, don't be a dick. Good fucking morning. Happy Faded Friday and welcome. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. Mike's great. Oh, yeah, I just didn't realize I put it against my desk like this. Good fucking. Why? Oh my god, no phone. Don't scream at me today. Wakey, wakey on the snaky. Good morning, Brooby. Who the fuck doesn't fall asleep with their hand on their dick? I think that's like, oh, you have to. It's the only way people feel safe. Well, here's the thing. I don't put us in emote only mode. My mods do to protect me. So not that I'm gonna like say I shouldn't be doing it. I should definitely remember to take us out of emote only mode. But my mods protect us with emote only mode because of the fuck twats that come through with racist bullshit when I'm offline. Ugh. So yeah, yep. Did you like the opening song though? I was sitting here and I was like, man, I got to think of a song. What song do I want to listen to? And Freedom came to mind, and I was like, what a goddamn fitting song for Twitch right now. I mean, they probably don't even know what it means. Let's be honest, but coffee toast anime. How are you, love? Dreary day. Boo. I'm sorry. I feel that though. I get what is it? Look at all these fucking fuzzies. Sad, seasonal affective disorder or whatever. I get that in the wintertime hard. I need sunshine on my flesh. I need to feel sun on my skin. Good morning, David. How are you? I do have still shit coffee. I know. I think Zach's gonna go and pull the man card and get a little rough with them. Not rough with them, but just like where the fuck's our shit? Because we haven't even like. So normally what happens is if someone ships us something to our PO box, we get an emote or not an emote. We get an email. Wow, Katie, we get an email the moment it's sorted, and that shit's been there for 3 weeks, and we still haven't even got an email that it's sorted, and it's not sorted, and it's just like. So I think Zach's gonna go pull a strong card. I don't know. Do you like my jacket? Thank you. Oh my god. Oh, I don't know where I put it. The leather, the pleathery jacket I was wearing yesterday? So I haven't worn that jacket in, like, years. I cannot physically remember the last time I wore that leather jacket. I think it was when I was in Germany or something. I don't fucking know. It's been a really long time. And I remember I was showing you how, like, the pleather was peeling under the arm. Throughout the stream yesterday, just me, like, moving my arms against my body, the fucking jacket shredded. Like, all of that PVC that lays on top of, like, material just came off. Except the torso part. The arms, I literally had a circle of, like, PVC shreddings around my chair when I was done with stream yesterday. I was like, "What in the fuck happened to this jacket?" But I think it's just so old, and I haven't worn it, that it just they don't last, unlike real leather. So, I know. It literally just it was like the sleeves are still there, but it's if you've ever seen, when pleather, like, breaks down, it's got, like, that mesh under it. It's just that. Like, it was so weird. Good morning, JC. I don't have a bowl or anything. I gotta prepare. I'm ill. Well, I cleaned my bong. I guess I'm prepared. I'm kind of prepared, but I'm gonna clean my bowl real quick. Then I will be there with you. Dude, BDO, if you have it and you want to message, like, put it in my Discord or something, that'd probably help. At least I could go in with some information and be like, hey, this has been here for a very long time. Like, did you just tell me if you lost it so we can get our money back or something? Like, where is it? On the 5th day of working 13 hours? Oh, David, that's a lot. That's a lot. Even in the hospital, that's illegal. For real, we are not allowed to work more than 4 days in a row, 4 12-hour shifts in a row, like, by law. Where's my grinder? Oh, God. Oh, it's right there. Just kidding. Oh, God. What do you get in the Star Wars? What do you mean? What do you get in the Star Wars? Everything? Yeah, but in Phoenix, you can, like, cook your feet on the cement. That's scary. I don't know if I want that kind of sun. Yes, it just melted. Yeah, David, it literally disintegrated. It was so weird. The torso part's great though. So like this is like an old jean jacket that I tore apart. I'm thinking of ripping the sleeves off of it and turning it into something like this. Like cutting some sweatshirt sleeves off and putting it on the leather. Because the torso part isn't shredding at all. I don't know where I put the jacket. I wanted to show it to you guys. It's so weird. Like the body part is perfect, but the arms. I almost wonder if they're made of something different. I don't know. It was really weird though. So, my cosplay for Control's a little ruined, unfortunately. Yeah, sorry, but thank you for liking my little my little jean jacket. I have existentially cold arms, so I have like a million jackets. I live on jackets. They're a lifestyle. I gotta grind up weed. You know what? It's Faded Friday. I'm going for the good shit. Gax movie, motherfuckers. Called shoes. Brooby. I was in Lake Havasu when I was a kid in August one time and my shoes melted on the cement. Not on the cement, on the asphalt. Keep coming. Keep coming at me, bro. Your city scares the shit out of me. Arizona is like hot on a different level. Really. Ooh, thank you, BDO. I appreciate you. It'll just give it, at least I can go in there and be like, this is it. Like, go find it. But like Mandel sent me something. CJ sent me hot sauce. Like you guys have sent me a lot of stuff. I feel really bad. I'm sorry I don't have it yet. I wish I could just go in there and pull an intimidation card. But as much as my old boss liked to tell me I was unapproachable, for some reason people aren't scared of me in real life. I had a chair that did that. My chair's doing that kind of. I'm really upset about it. I don't want to buy a new chair, and the seat is like the seams of the seat are undone on one side and it's starting to peel on the ass. And I'm just like, no, not my secret labs. But I've had this chair for probably the better part of 6 years and sat in it every day for 8-ish hours for, streaming. So it's definitely lived up to its price point, which is nice, but damn. I know my downtime pays for those crazy times for my job. Yes. Havasu's full of hookers and blow. You probably stepped on a meth torch. No, it's not. It's a retirement home. Havasu's a fucking retirement home. Stop it, Brew. I mean, like once a year during spring break, sure. For 1 week in like March/April, there's some people under the age of 60 in the town. But don't even. You can't with that. I know better. I don't think I've ever seen someone in that town that didn't have white hair. I mean, you're just lying to me. I spent half my life there, bitch. Stop trying to hype it up. It's a fucking white hair. It's a blue hairville. Blue hairsville. You got the cloth one? I kind of wish I would have. I don't even think, honestly, not even kidding you, Kona, when I got this chair, I don't even think they had cloth ones yet. I got a Secret Labs like right when Secret Labs kind of like busted onto the scene when all the gaming chairs started coming out. And I had a DX Racer and it killed me. I started crying one time during stream because it was hurting my back so bad because they're just not built for people who are tall. Like all the lumbar supports in the wrong spot and all this stuff. And so I found Secret Labs and bought it and I love it. But yeah, I kind of wish I would have got the material one just in hindsight. Just because the pleather is like, I mean, can you see this? See that? That's just. uh This is a sad. But it's me. I do this. I'm sure I'm destroying my chair slowly, but I'm still sad about it. I don't want to get another one. That's why I got the cloth instead of the pleather. Yep, I would kills if I can get another one. I would get the cloth. That and the pleather sticks to your ass if you wear shorts and like your skin's on the seat. Ugh. The seat of my chair's lost all its cushion. I can feel the board rods when I sit. Ugh. I'd take to sitting on a decorative couch pillow for the time being. That's kind of what I think I'm gonna do. or like get a seat cover just so it's not ripping more, like destroying itself. My current chair took some getting used to, but I quite like it now. I can sit on it in a bunch of different ways. What kind of chair? The Crayon. Do you have one of those crazy like ergonomic chairs that you can sit in like a ball? Oh, Ninja's not a blue hair. I'm gonna be honest, guys. Let's get real for a second. I'm. I don't like being associated with Ninja and his blue hair. I've had blue hair since I was 12. The bitch needed to back off sooner than later. It's time. It was time. He doesn't embody the blue. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are people with blue hair, and then there are people who dye their hair blue. Shoo shoo. Shoo shoo, Ninja. We're good. Thank you, Nerd Ducky. You're very... Thank you. Thank you. Pleather does suck, I know. DX racers are 10% share and 90% effective marketing. Yes, they're crap. They're just shit. I hated mine. I've heard of people who love their DX racer, but they tend to be really short people. I only went cloth because I know pleather doesn't always hold up. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think I was gonna stream for a living, so I didn't really think like, is this chair gonna last forever? I was just like, I need something to sit in while I stream. Or a Vilpack. Not right now. That was not a mood I needed. Thank you though. I have a Herman Miller. I have one and it's in my spare bedroom, and so this is the problem with Herman Millers, and honestly, it's just me. We have 2 Herman Millers, and I sat in a Herman Miller for like 2 years, and it kind of ruined my back. And I think it's because when you have a Herman Miller, it needs to be fucking like professionally fitted, like fitted to your body by a professional. There's a fucking fly in here that's been haunting me all morning, and I hate it. You know what I mean? And I sit super weird. Like, I think Herman Millers, I mean, I know Herman Millers are fucking great. For people like Zeke, who have 2 feet on the ground in front of them and are sitting like this. Or like this. It's probably great. But when you're like me, and you're doing this, and this, and this, Herman Millers, it kind of defeats the purpose. You know what I mean? Ink, is my puppy behind me? Oh, she is. My Bill. She's so sweet. Such a sweet girl. Secret Lab's worth for my 411 Stealth. I would suggest a Secret Lab. I've never had a friend who's unhappy with a Secret Labs chair, to be completely honest with you, Smalls. Seriously. There's a link below my channel. I'm like affiliated with them or something. If you use the link below my channel, if you want a Secret Labs chair, you get like 5 to 10% off your chair. And they are $400. Like, they're hardcore chair. They're huge too. And that's the other thing. I really like Secret Labs because they make chairs for tall, not just big. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just I'm tall and not big. So like usually when I look at chairs, it's like this one's rated for 6 foot and up. They're huge. Like they make them it's kind of like instead of having a chair for big and a chair for tall, they put it all in one. So then if you're tall and you're not as big as, and I'm not talking fat, I'm talking like shoulder, like broad. Like I'm not saying big as in like you're a big boy. I'm saying like broad. They build them to fit a person who is huge, like a broad fucking linebacker. So when you sit in it, nothing's like aligning on your spine or on your shoulders. And I remember the DX Racer, like the way that because it's a bucket seat, I think is what they're called, bucket seats, bucket seat, race car seat, whatever. It's like a bucket seat. The back, like, caves in around you. It like this part bends in, and I don't have broad shoulders by any means, and I couldn't sit back. It was like crunching my shoulders in like this. And I like that Secret Labs makes like this is specifically for tall people. So the lumbar's in the right spot. It's not so big that I'm like that I can't get the lumbar in the right spot. I don't know if that makes sense. Use a big boy. You know what I mean? Like, there's just too many bodies. I get it. There's too many bodies to make chairs for all of them, but Secret Lab seems to work for really tall people. Everyone I know that is, weirdly shaped. We like the Secret Labs because they make them with this tall ass Like my head actually sits on the backrest. Whereas the what's it called? The Herman Miller chair stops about here. And so I think because it stopped at such a weird part in the middle of my back, because I'm so tall, again, I know I'm just repeating myself, but I think I've just tried to think about it because they're good chairs. They're so expensive. Everybody loves them. Like they are good chairs. But because of where the back stopped in a weird spot, I would never lean back. And I think that destroyed my neck. Like just slowly, very, very slowly, 2 years of streaming like this, just jacked forward. Because if I leaned back, the chair, like the back of the chair kind of curves in a little bit and would just be stabbing my spine. No matter where I put it. It's just my back doesn't fit it because I'm tall. And I think that's just my theory because it's a nice chair. I don't ever want to hate on Herman Miller. There's a reason they're expensive. They're very good chairs. But because of that, I would sit like this all day while I streamed. And then at the end of the day, like my back and shoulders were so tight, I couldn't turn left for like 6 months. And that's me sitting wrong in it though. Like I don't think that's the chair. Whereas if you don't have a professional to set your chair up, this one's pretty nice. I'm spending 1K on a chair. Better be blowing me when I sit in that motherfucker. That's what I'm saying. Here's the thing. The Herman Millers, they're like $1,500 for a chair, but they have a lifetime warranty, I think. They have a ridiculous warranty if it's not lifetime. So it's kind of an investment. Like if you are, I would say if you're like a computer scientist, like you sit and you code for 12 hours a day. Click, 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 click. That's the chair you'd need. Like that's a good chair for someone who does something like that. But someone like me, I'm sitting, but I'm not sitting still for that lumbar or that any of that, or the ergonomics of that chair to really benefit me. I'm too gay for that. 15-year. It's crazy. That's a long fucking time for a chair. 15 years? Damn. Do you think they're overrated? Zach loves his, but I did not have a good time with mine. I don't know. 100%. Your chair, your bed, and your shoes. I think those are really important. You spend so much of your life in them. See, I'm all legs. I don't even have a long torso. It doesn't, like, I think, so, what am I trying to say? What is it? Proportionally speaking, my legs are literally exactly twice as long as my torso. They're 2/3 of my body, but because I'm so tall, I think my torso is just long enough. It's like longer than other people's torsos, you know what I mean? So it doesn't fit in the I don't know what it is. I wish that chair worked for me. It's literally covered in sweaters in a spare bedroom. A $1,500 chair is in my spare bedroom covered in sweaters. Kill me. I wish. Hi Koto, how are you? Adjustable desks are everything. I love mine. Ooh, I've been using the denture cleaners to clean my water bottle. Does it work? No shit. How long does it take? I got a video of the life. Oh my god, it's laying more eggs. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god, you guys, I have to tell you this story. Hold on. Let's take it. Let's cheers. And then I have to tell you Lady Wolf's, the saga of Lady Wolf and the Katie did. I fucking almost shit my pants when I saw your message last night. Oh, you're done for. Yeah. Yep. So I was reading about it last night, and the reason she lays them on the lid is because airflow. The eggs need like airflow so they don't mildew in the high humidity they require. So she'll put them where there's vents because there's air flowing. She's a dick. Okay, let's cheers and let me tell you the story. It's so great. Zeke used it one day and gave it to me, right? Bed's important for sure. I bought my daughter a new mattress 3 months ago. I noticed her posture improved immediately. Really? Improved her already? That's amazing. How old is she? I'm just curious. Like, that's crazy. I slept in a shitty fucking twin bed a lot of my childhood, and it was terrible. Like, sometimes I wonder if my legs are, like, fucked up because I spent a lot of my life with my legs hanging off the edge of beds in really weird positions. I get that, Smalls. I hate if my feet dangle, I can't. I'm like, "What is this?" No chair should let my feet dangle. I always sit cross-legged or the like because feet dangle. Me too. I'm always cross-legged. I can't. I've never had 2 feet on the ground. I don't know how people do that. Mostly tired, trying to figure out if I wanna go to my second job or not. I mean, if like, that's a tough decision. Good luck. Cheers. I grinded up one of the pre-rolls of Gak's movie. It's my it's just my favorite strain right now. It's so good. It's just this perfect. Ooh, are my alerts not on? Uh-oh. Thank you, BDO. Let's test one. Northeast Sun. I don't want that shit muted. I have to go to the Stream Elements website and like click it. Don't be stupid. Just give it to me. Stop. I'll slice your throat, computer. Bathe in the bloodbath. There it is. Can you hear it? I think they're low, but they're there. I turned them up a little bit. Thank you, BDO. Thank you for the follow, Jinxo. And Grumpy Warvet, I appreciate you. 2 feet on the ground while sitting. I don't believe that's the thing. I've seen it done. Zach does it. It's psychotic behavior. I don't know what's going on. Cheers, everyone. Happy Fated Friday. I hope you've had not a terrible week. That seems so stupid to say considering the week we've all had. I hope you come well. Dude, that's so smart. Cheers. Barnsdale said, she's 14, a bit thicker, kind of athletic, like me, I'm assuming. I would say, but she has big boobs. She's got a bigger chest, and I don't want her to have issues. Trying to get her to start doing upper back fitness, etc. That's so, I mean, where are my big titty ladies in chat that could preach to this poor girl? I am a creature of tiny boobs, thankfully. However, I've had friends my whole life who have had huge, like just an enormous chest their whole life. And the sheer amount of back issues they have just from their boobs is wild. Or like their bras will be busting, what is it? Blood vessels. Oh my God. I had a girlfriend in high school. Her boobs weren't huge. Her boobs were the exact same size as mine, but she was like 5'2". So they were huge on her. And I remember when we would be getting dressed for softball practice, she'd take her bra off to put a sports bra on, and she'd have lines of broken blood vessels down her shoulders where her bra straps were like cutting into her skin. God, I mean, everybody wants big boobs. Like, it's like the ideal. We all want to look fucking amazing in a bikini and bras without underwire. But the consequence, at what cost? God, I don't even, like, every time I think about, like, I'd love to have big boobs. I think about all my friends with big boobs and all the things they go through, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I don't want those because I've never had to consider my boobs as a factor in my back health, and that's something I don't want to take for granted. My watch did not record my sleep last night. Again, I kind of believe it. I'm dragging. Oh God, like no sleep happened. That's amazing. Oh my God. I think it was Gov Tweed. Gov Tweed tweeted last night. My watch just vibrated and woke me up to warn me of a dangerous amount of sound in the room, and it was my girlfriend snoring. That's one of the best tweets I've ever seen in my life. So good. I sit on my bed at the computer, but the bed is a little too high off the ground. Mattress digs into the back of my legs. Yeah. Ouch. Kino, dude. So for real, I like a footrest too because I can't stand that. Like if something's digging into the back of my legs, and sometimes, honestly, it just feels nice to like just put your leg up a little bit. It's almost kind of like crossing your legs. I got this tiny little foldable footstool from the Container Store, honestly, because I'm tall, but I'm 6 feet tall exactly, and I have short arms. So I'm like at that exact point where I just can't push a push pin into my ceiling. It's the stupidest. So I literally bought a stool so I could do this because I have like fairy lights above my head to help with lighting, and I have to like stand on my desk. I've been walking on my desks for years now to put shit in the ceiling. I got this tiny little footstool, and I swear to God, it was like $10, but it's so tiny. It might work for you. Hold on. This little guy. I mean, I'm sure you can get it at little stools like this anywhere, but it folds up all flat so you can just stick it in behind your fridge or whatever. But it's so short. I mean, it's like 6 inches, I think, maybe. How tall are you? It's gotta have something on it. It's 8 inches. I'm an idiot. It's 2 inches taller. It's about 8 inches. But it's so like it's like the perfect height. I put it under my desk. The brand is I think it's Rhino. Yeah, it's Rhino. I got it at the Container Store, and sometimes their brands are like their brands. I don't know, but that's the. I'll show you the label. I've had it for a while. I just never took the sticker off. This little guy, the Rhino 2 folding stool, and they have a taller one too. So you want to look for the short one. This is like the really short one, but it's just kind of. I like to keep it under my desk, and I just put my feet on it sometimes, and it is another way to twitch and get my feet off my seat. It's nice, isn't it? The fucking ceiling stretch. It's like if I just had 1 more inch on me, I could do it. It's very annoying. I don't like if I can't reach something. I can touch my ceiling. It's just like, I just need an extra inch to be able to push something into the ceiling. So I got myself a little stool, but I got my feet on it right now. It's literally like, I don't know if you can't even see my knee. It's so low. I can put my feet on it and my knees aren't touching the bottom of my desk. And I have long legs. So that's saying something. It's just nice. It's a nice little stool. And I think it was like $10 maybe. Oh my God. Well, here's the thing. If people could donate boobs, like I would have huge boobs. I would have made a terrible decision at a young age. See, kids like to sit the same way as a dog sleeping. Yes, I do. Oh my God. Has anybody watched BoJack Horseman? Do you know Mr. Peanut Butter's bed? I would kill for that bed. J Cup for the last 6 years. G Cup. Holy shit. So fun facts. If you shop for bras in the US versus like the UK, they're all letters, but at a certain point they change. It's very weird. So like in the US, I'm like a D double D. I know that sounds huge. Again, 6 feet tall, not big boobs. I'm like a D double D, but if I go to the UK, I'm like a double F. I'm feeling fancy. It's the same fucking bra though. God damn it. But it's like when you find a pair of pants or like a dress that's way too, the size on it is like 10 size smaller than you normally wear, but it fits mystically. You're like, yeah, I'm a size 0. Look at this dress, it's a size 0, duh. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that. I'm assuming it was an Apple Watch. I don't know. It was fucking funny though. It's my shoulders, not my back. Does it affect your neck too? Like this? I feel like if I wear a too tight of bra, like just too tight, I can feel it affecting my neck. I started taking over the bra buying over her mom. She doesn't understand quality. Oh, my mom was kind of the same. I'm not even kidding you, Barnesdale. My very first bra ever was a bra a friend of mine gave me, a very heavily used, holy, like literally it had holes. You could see the elastic band through it, sports bra. Because my mom and my nana, I'm sure you guys have heard this fucking weird, dumb, it's a rule. I don't know. So my nana and my mom had this thing. They were like, if you can't pick up your tit, put a pencil under it, drop your tit, and your tit holds the pencil, you don't need bras. I still can't do that. I don't have a tit fold. But arguably, I don't want my nipples slapping children in the eyeball while I'm walking around Walmart. And so a friend of mine was like, I was like complaining about it. I was like 12, and my friend was like, you can have one of mine. And she was borderline. She was so. It's crazy that like I hate to like my poorest friend gave me my first bra. Like I remember one time we went to her house, there was no food in the house, and her dad didn't come home for like 3 days. So we ended up crushing up saltine crackers into a jar of peanut butter and eating it with a spoon. Like we lived off that for a weekend. It was crazy. The tit fold, you know what I mean? Like every boob is different. I'm not saying it doesn't like you can have huge boobs and have no tit fold. You can have tiny boobs and have a tit fold. It doesn't mean boob size by any means. It's just like where the root of your boob is and then how big your boob is. Some people have like a narrow root, so their boobs are huge and come out to here and look fucking godlike. And some people have a really wide root, which is what I have. So like my entire boob is connected like this, so it doesn't fold. So they refused. Like they were like, no, you don't need bras. And I was like, oh, okay. And I think she got mad at me when she found the sports bra that my friend gave me. It was weird. I have bigger boobs, not massive, but bigger, and I'm just done with anything other than a sports bra. I'm the same, and I don't have big boobs. I mean, they're big if you put them on a tiny body, but for real, I don't wear underwire maybe once. The only reason I would ever wear underwire is if I was wearing an outfit that for some sort of top that I wanted to hide the bra straps for some fucking reason. I live in sports bras and bralettes. If you're still suffering with underwire, look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself you're beautiful and your tits don't need to touch your chin to be so. Tit lovers in chat, have you ever been presented a fleshy, warm tit and thought to yourself, that's not good enough to suck? Ever? Nah. You're just thinking, wow, I'm sure I'm lucky to have a tit to suck. Why the fuck do we get all up and like think we have to jack our boobs up above our collarbone for some reason? I don't get it. I don't understand where it came from. Like corsets essentially originally flattened your tits to your chest and had no cleavage showing. That came later. So I don't know. It's fucking weird. There's nothing wrong with any boob. Everybody loves a boob. All boobs are beautiful. I don't think anybody should be suffering. Like, if I wear underwire, I'll get broken blood vessels on my ribs. Just from from wearing it all day, it'll push in and I'll have like little pink spider veins that have burst. From one day of an underwire? No. No, thank you. I think it's dumb. Good morning, C-Town. How are you? Titties are awesome. Everybody loves titties. There's also good bras that don't need underwire. Bras are evolving. Yes, bralettes. I don't know another term for it, Eliza. If you ever learn another term for like cute, lacy bras that are still sexy and you feel like lingerie-esque, but there's no underwire. Thistle and Spire, really, really good brand. I've bought lingerie from them multiple times over the years, and almost everything they have is underwire free, but it's still like lacy as fuck. It's like lacy, sexy. It's pretty, but they designed their clothes so you don't need underwire. Like, they're really cute. But Thistle and Spire is a good one. I can't think of any other off the top of my head. My friend Bex is over, and you just made their day with that statement. Fuck yeah. Fist bump, Bex. Fat is fat is good, no matter where it's at. Amen to that. Ooh, we made a rhyme together. Anyone with mean opinions on others' boobs are in need of some help. I agree, but I've never ever in my life, never in my life. I like grew up in like a very hyper masculine, borderline, not even borderline, toxic masculine family. My family is like 90% dudes, and they're like construction working, redneck, mullet owning, fucking tooth missing, hand missing rednecks, and they like. Never have I heard them judge a boob. And I grew up listening to my uncles tell me about fucking clam holes and shit. Like, it was gnarly, but never in my life. Never heard a person who likes titties be like, sure wish I hadn't have sucked that one. Nobody thinks that. Boobs are great. The fuck? Oh my god, Mishy. Look at all the pins, though. I have so many. I think I have 3 bobby pins holding up the back. It's pretty bad. I tried. My hair is just dirty. I didn't want to wash my hair. I had a run this morning and it got real sweaty and I didn't want to wash it because I would have been late for stream. So this is just Katie's hair is dirty and she didn't want to be late for stream hair day, but thank you very much. I appreciate it. And yeah, it's a high pony. I'm trying to get almost. We're almost there. Soon. Maybe it's a sign of youth, like Perky Boba, culturally young. Maybe. I've never thought to myself I want to suck on a young tit versus a elder tit, though. I'd take any tit. Tits are just warm and wonderful to lay on. Bralettes are like the crop top type bras, to my knowledge. I'm talking about bras like minus the underwear. Oh, no shit. Dude, is there a word? Like, how would you search that? Just bra minus underwire? Seriously, I'm just trying to think, like, how would you Google that to search for that kind of bra? Because usually you have to, like, everything has a name. Bralette. Whatever. I don't know any others, but you know what I mean. Good morning, Bolvi. How are you, love? A titty platter, if you will. Oh, Playful Promises. Oh my god, there's another one with Playful in the name. You just reminded me of it. I've ordered lingerie from them and they're real good. They usually have like they actually sell their lingerie in pairs, like matching pairs, and it's not, $50 for a bra and $40 for a panty. It's like $20 for the pair. What it should cost. For those that don't buy lingerie, if you didn't know, the average bra is $50. And that's being cheap. It's stupid. Dude, have you ever just put together like how much it costs to get dressed with when you're a female? C-Town, 99.9% of the time, they're always separate. They make more money that way. Like, if you go to Victoria's Secret, they'd have the bra and the panty would be right below the bra. They'd be on two separate hangers with two separate price tags. And the panty would be like $48.99 and the bra would be $69.99. $100 for lingerie that I guarantee all y'all are just ripping off looking for the titty underneath anyways. It's like spending more on the gift wrapping than the gift. You know what I'm saying? Me too, Alk. Those were bad days. Remember how heavy my hair was? It was like 5 pounds when I cut it off. I love balconette bras too, but they're real hard to find without underwire, unfortunately. I am chill, thank you. You have a wild side, but it's not ignorant. The drama channels on Twitch are wrecking something I love lately. I don't know what the drama channels are, but I don't want to be any part of that. I'm not a. What you see is what you get in this place, I think. I don't know how else to put that. I don't say things to be a sensationalist. I just think that certain things shouldn't be taboo to talk about. Because that's what makes them weird. Like sex and boobs and periods and masturbation and so on and so forth. Side note, pee after sex.
Did you take your joy today? Never forget to take your joy, and I guarantee your day will go as smooth as velvet.
Know what I mean? Things only become a problem when you, like, tell people not to do a natural activity. Like jerking off or something. Always wash your hands after self-loving, by the way. And before. Basically, since the pandemic started, I've stopped wearing bras. I felt so much better. Like, Zach actually gave me a lot of confidence, because I've always had pretty small boobs. Like, they're just not... I'm not, like... I don't have, like, a pendulum tit I can swing on someone, so I can get away with no bra if I'm wearing, like, a tight shirt. But I've always been... I've had, like... I hate saying it out loud because it sounds gross, but it's real. I have a subconscious... Like, I still have... You know, in high school... I don't know, depending on how old you are. I think nowadays the rules are a lot more lax. But when I was in high school, I couldn't even wear a tank top to school. Nothing. You had to wear a t-shirt that went to here, and at least to here, and at least to your pant line, and period. And you were taught it because you would distract other students. Like, you were taught inherently that you are responsible for the attention span of everyone around you based on what you look like. And I've carried that into my adulthood, in that I'll even do it. Like, if I'm walking around the house, no bra and a t-shirt, just doing chores, and Zach's like, do you want to run to the gas station real quick with me? I'm like, hold on, let me put a bra on. Because God forbid someone knows I have nipples. And he is the one who will stop me and be like, why? Just straight up, like, why? And I'm like, my nipples are out. And he's like, we're going to a fucking gas station. But I still have that in my head, and I definitely am trying to work around that. Like, it doesn't matter. Every dude in the world can walk around with fucking bullet nipples shooting out of his shirt. But if I do it suddenly because I have a tit, it's like, you'll end up on an Instagram feed. Someone will video you without you knowing or something and be like, wow, look at this bitch being brave with nipples. It's weird. It's fucking weird. I'm trying to work with it, though, because I don't wear a bra 90% of the time I stream, guys. You have no idea. I can get away with it a lot of the times. Depends on the shirt. Oh, no, the TikTok. We have the thank you. We needed a cheers for 420. Someone redeemed a cheers, so I have my bong, but no, thank you. I think I opened it up, though, didn't I? Oh, I accidentally I used that link to open up the Wolf and Whistle lingerie like an idiot. My bad. It took over the tab. My bad. You know what I mean. Pause. Nope, pause. Hey, I only had to hit pause 3 times this time. Nice. Thank you, TikTok. Oh, nope, 4 times. 4 times. 4 times I had to hit it. 5 times. 6 times. You want to try me again? Bitch!
Holy bitch, I appreciate you and thank you. Zach, this fucking tier 3 sub.
For how many months? God damn. 42 months! Jesus Christ.
It's the answer to the universe!
Did you take...
Is it depression? Is it anxiety? Do I have ADHD? ADHD? Am I just lazy? Am I burned out? What the fuck is wrong with me?
It's fine. I got a lot of sleep last night finally, and I am feeling wired. Thank you for the resubs, Ezekiel and Pasty Bagel. I appreciate you. Guys, if you ever hear me talking about a Zach, and people in chat are like, who's Zach? And I'm like, oh, Zeke, that's Zach. You should give him a follow. He also streams. And, you know, support Twitch. Sorry, I blacked out. What's going on? Also, Alchemy, Rod. Oh my God, there's so many good streamers in chat today. I can't. That was incredible. I mean, she literally like, why do your tits have to be on your collarbone? You know what's great is when you don't wear a bra, your collarbone actually looks even more sexy. It's crazy. Like when you wear underwire, it like shoves a lot of fat on top of your collarbone, so you look like you don't have a collarbone. Amazing. Amazing. Wait, oh no, hold on. You're hot and your tits look great in a shirt without a bra. Thank you, babe. I appreciate that. Also, this is when, you know, oh, wait. It's a kitty? Wait, okay, hold on. We must look at kitties. I love animals more than anything. If you're new to my channel, this is common. This is a common thing, and I will interrupt anything for an animal. Here's a sub to help pay Bezos server fees. Bless Pale Brew. I appreciate. Thank you for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive, and giving it any swings. Go forth and be consensual and refresh and all the shit. And what the fuck? It's me. Okay, let's look at this. Hold on. I gotta make sure the volume's not gonna, just in case it's really loud. God knows. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's the cutest thing I've ever seen. I can't get over the noise. That cat is so happy right now. Oh, I can't have any cats either, but I love to look at them, and I love everybody else's kitties. Look at that. The kitty loves it, though, I think. Is that a happy? I don't know. I don't have cats. It looks happy. I'm sorry. That's honestly one of my favorite things I've ever seen. That is the happy. It seems happy. It feels happy. Is it happy? I don't know. Dogs are always happy, so it's hard. It's hard. Lord Freetus, thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive, and giving an swings for 76 fucking months, and Pale Brew with 9 months.
2 babies have been born, and we shall feast this evening upon their flesh.
Thank you for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive, and dumping us into a hype train yet again, and I appreciate you. They are happy. Okay. You never know, because you remember years ago when the slow Loris video came out, and it was like that guy tickling it, and it would be like, and we were all like, look how cute it is. But really, it was trained to spray deadly poison from its armpits because it was traumatized by the tickling. Like, I'm like, okay, I don't own cats and I don't know the behavior. Is this a tickle torture or is this a happy? You know what I mean? Same hand motion, same face, just a different. It's too true. That cat was so happy. It gave me so much happy feelings. It's so cute. Oh God, 100% happy. Okay, we're good. You never know. You'd freaking know. Okay, well, there's one point in that video where you see its eyes and they're very dilated. And I've been taught that when a cat looks at you with those big black eyes, like they're all pupil, you don't touch the cat. Where we'll be moving, I'll be like 10 minutes away from a cat cafe. I am so excited for you. I am infinitely jealous. Stop it. You might have to put yourself on like a budget. maybe get a part-time job at the cafe. Now watch it again with that in mind. Oh, I thought you were talking about when you scratch my back. Now it's so different. Yeah.
Welcome to the class hall.
That's fucking funny shit. Fuck off. That's funny. That's so much funnier. At first it was cute, now it's just too real. It hurts me a little. The wide eyes mean excitement. Could be good or bad. Okay, that's true. Is Lil okay? Oh yeah. This is I mean, she's a contortionist. Oh, just wait. Sometimes she'll have her like she can do a full like S curve with her entire body and then have her head under her body. Like it looks like it snapped. I've absolutely put mirrors under her nose to make sure she's breathing when she's sleeping on the ground sometimes because I'm like, did you fall like that? And I'm gonna not realize you're dead for 2 days, or I've done it. Like she is a fuck. She's a noodle. She's just a noodle. She's a muppet. She's. I wake up at night and she'll be like twisted in fucking origami poses. It's so weird. Just her though. Trick does not bend up like that. Trick is like a solid beefcake boy. Like I don't think he's that flexible. But Bill, oh yeah, oh yeah. Free Tooth just gifted a sub to Darth Vader. Darth Vader, use a bot wizard of the highest order, go forth and be consensual in every way and enjoy your emotes. And thank you, Lord Free Tooth. I appreciate you. They have a membership program? Shut up. Oh my god. You might get wait, what do they serve at a cafe? Do they actually serve food and coffee and stuff, or is it just come hang out with kitty cats? Because I'd wonder if they'd have to have like cat safe food and coffee. Like is coffee safe? I don't know. Would cat hair get in it? I don't know. What do you do with that? What do you do with that? I don't understand cats and dogs. They sleep in the weirdest positions or on top of each other, and I'm like, how are you breathing? Oh yeah. Bill, she always sleeps next to me at night. Like, even if I don't let her on the bed, she has to crawl up on the bed while I'm sleeping and like spoon me. She always like curls up in some little crook of my body. And she likes to bury her head under me or under Zach. Like her full muzzle. And you can hear her like under your flesh, like suffocating, and she'll go to sleep. And I'm like, did you do this on purpose? And I'll roll over and then she'll move. But they both do that. They both bury their faces and kind of just on themselves all the time. Lord Free just gifted a sub to Momo, of course. Thank you. Why? Thank you. I'm not worthy and I appreciate you. Momo, of course, use about wizard of the highest order. Go forth and be consensual in every way. You know. You know what's up. Refresh. Enjoy your emotes. Oh god. Is this real life? Oh no. I don't. I usually always end things with, however, you can never generalize personal experience. Because generalizing your own personal experience makes you look fucking stupid. There are so many people in the world, like, stop it. We all know that, right? You cannot generalize personal experience ever. And he does it. He just keeps going with it. He just keeps. I talked to this one person who said, I heard this one story who did. It's the definition of generalizing a personal experience. Like, he heard a kid shit on the floor, so it must be because they were a furry and they wanted a litter box. And you know what I mean? It makes everyone look stupid. Don't ever generalize personal experience. It's great to share personal experience and to empathize and to listen, but never generalize. You can't do that. It makes you look so stupid. Anyways, a palate cleanser, if you will. I'm not crying. You are. I'm going to take a break now. We have to. I just put off a break too long. It's time to take a break anyways. But for real, that hit me in my feel spots, man. I forgot how wonderful. He's just like so pure. Just so pure. I know. Doesn't that just make your heart warm? From my experience, if you honestly believe yourself to be something that can't be obviously proven or seen, i.e. being black or tall, you are that thing, period. Furry, bisexual, polyamorous, man, woman, et al. Yes. Yeah, 100%. And it's whatever you define it as. It's not what that fuck defines it as. It's not shitting in a litter box. And I mean, that's just, it's so ignorant and offensive and just all of the things. I know. Didn't that just warm? Isn't that such a good palate cleanser? It warms your soul to see, good people. Good things happen to good people. He plays in tournaments with his fursuit on too. Sans gloves, I was going to say. Literally, that was going to be my very first question. If he's the best esports player in the world with furry gloves on, we need a professional dick sucker for him or something. My dude almost wanted to cut him off just because it was a long speech, but he totally was like, fuck it. I'm letting him say it all. I know. I love it so much. And I think it was so important. Imagine if they hadn't have let him. I can't even. We have that moment forever. Ugh, it's just too good. Anyways, break time. Every couple of hours, I take a break, and I encourage you all to stand up and to stretch your dicks and, all the things. Wash your hands, load a bowl, do what you need to do. I'm going to go pee and take my dogs out, and I'll be back in a few minutes. So, look at some jellyfish. How are you doing? Let me see. Where the fuck is that? That's the volume. There we go. Look at this. This is the jacket I was wearing yesterday. And I was saying this morning when I started stream, I got up from stream and I had a circle around my chair of like black PVC pieces. Tons. I had to vacuum it. It was so much. But look at the arms of this. This was just from yesterday. Like I must have just sat in a closet too long and just like, so remember yesterday when we were like, it's like, do you buy real leather and realize a cow died, or do you buy fake leather and just keep buying the same jacket over and over, filling landfills? I'd go with the real leather. Crazy. It just shredded. Weird. Now there's black shit all over it again. Right, I know. My chair's busted. I was showing, look at the Xenia. I don't know if you saw this morning. My chair, from me putting my foot on my chair all the time, is doing that. Like, I can see the parts. And I'm sad about it. It's been a while, but I've had this chair for a long fucking time. Don't roll over your cord, Catherine. The only thing I'll ever worry about if someone was wearing their fursuit, are you getting hydrated? Here, let me help. Me too. Honestly, I think about that all the time. I watched a special one time on how long Disney characters can be out in the park. You can only be in a Disney character outfit in the park for 15 minutes at a time because you get so hot inside and like you can die. So when I see people with some of those heavy duty fursuits, I'm like, are you sweating? Are you okay? I hope so. I'm sweating in short shorts. Hi, Ding. How are you, love? What up, Ensville? Good morning. How are you doing? Ton, if you got good music, throw it at me, man. I was thinking of playing some more Control today just because I'm obsessed with it and it's spooky season, but give me some music. I'm always down for music. Dude, I have lingerie up on my thing. I'm into it. And that cat. God, that's funny. What it do? What up, chickies? How are you? Chicky Tendies is one of my favorite names now. Thank you for that. The answer is yeah. It's usually, I love music. I'm always, I opened it on the wrong computer though. Katie, no. Bad, Catherine. I've had furries tell me they air condition the hotter suits. Like I've heard furries put a fan in them sometimes, like actually a built-in like battery powered fan, just like fan their fucking ass off so they're not sweating to death. Okay, volume's not too bad. I got scared. Tell me how the volume is if you guys can hear it, or if it's like too loud. You know what I mean? Ooh, I like this. I got them all. Thank you. Ooh, I like this. I had to cancel on my D&D group because I can't get into my headspace. It might be called away. Boo. Well, we're going to be chill today. Yeah, listen to music, play some Control, hang out. Control is so good. If you guys haven't played this game, holy nuts. I can't stop thinking about it. Like I've actually, like it's kind of taking up a very large portion of my thought processes because I have so many questions that I don't think are going to get answered. And I think I need to know that because it's haunting me. Control is so good. If you guys haven't played Control, holy shit. I got all the music. I got all your guys' links. Don't worry. I got it. I have lots of links up now. But I love it's just really good. And the atmosphere, I don't know, man. Such a fucking good game. I can't believe I waited this long to play it. I'm a little pissed at myself, but it is. And I've owned it. Like I think it was purchased for me as a gift, if not like a promotion or something like a sponsorship. I was given it for I had it already. I've had it in my library since it came out. And I was like, just, self shop. I don't we used to use this term when I was a kid, like shop your own closet instead of go shopping. Like if you for some reason feel like you just can't find anything to wear and nothing fits, shop your own closet because guarantee there's shit in there that fits and feels fine. It's kind of like I have like hundreds of games I've never played before. I get gifted games, I get free games from game companies and shit like that, and I just don't have the hours in the day. Like I don't think anybody has the hours in the day. It's impossible. And so I was like, I really wanted to get some cool horror games for like October and like the spooky season. And I just decided to shop my own library and I saw Control and I was like, I can't believe I have not fucking played this yet. I'm a little mad at myself. And I asked Zach and Zach's like, it's amazing. How have you not played this game? So of course I downloaded it and it's great. We played it 3 days now? Yeah. Yeah, we played it 3 days. This will be the 4th day into it. And I beat one boss, Tomasi or whatever. I beat Tomasi and I have the rush ability. I don't know how else to tell you checkpoints, like how far I'm in the game if you played it, but I can do telekinesis and I can do like the carousel, the horse carousel ability. But it's kind of like I don't know. I couldn't even explain the game to you. If you haven't seen it or played it, I cannot explain it. It's so bizarre, but it's great. I like it. And I still don't know who the fuck Audie is. Who's Audie? I'm haunted, but it's so good. You don't know how much I appreciate you. Thank you. You're welcome? Thank you. And by extension, this community, being able to come here and just hang out and have no bullshit of the awful kind is priceless. Fucking amen to that. You guys are quite literally my brain cleanser. Like, there are days, I've had days off where I just stream when I'm supposed to, like, do something else, and I'll cancel something because I'm like, I just need to talk. Like, I need to have conversation with intelligent humanoids today because I'm losing my fucking gourd. Like, the world is just too fucking weird. I get that, and I'm glad it's the same for you. Thank you, though. I mean, that is something my mods and I, since fucking day one, have strived for. Just a place where we can talk about everything as long as no one's a goddamn asshole about it. You don't have to be an asshole. Audie's MVP. Audie's great. I just don't understand. That's what, like, who's Audie? Like, I think, like, the last thing we read yesterday was a paper, like some paper I picked up, and it talked about the janitor Audie, and it was like instructions from one person to another. Do not acknowledge Audie, don't touch Audie, don't ever question Audie, let Audie do whatever Audie's gonna do. So I kind of think Audie's like either like me or he is an object of power somehow, but I don't know. Oh shit! Did it not play the song it was supposed to play next? Nope. That was a good song. I'm adding that to the list, though. Hold on. Before I forget. It was Aaron Jones' Filthy, if anybody's wondering. Ooh, I like this, too. Good taste. Good music. Save. Save to stream playlist. Yeah. The art style of Control reminds me a lot of this old MMO called The Secret World that never took off. Oh. I wonder if it is. I don't know. I love the atmosphere, though. It's so good. So fucking good. Aw, Greg, thank you. I mean, this is like post sex hair. I went running this morning, but if I would have washed my hair in the shower, I would have been late for stream, so I opted for a greasy ponytail instead hair. But thank you. It's almost there. Look at all the pins. I still have like these things. I'm almost at ponytail length. It's getting there. Almost. No, but I've watched Alan Wake played a bunch of times. A bunch of my friends have played it. It's an amazing game. And I've heard they're the same universe, which is cool. The janitor, Benice to the janitor. Okay, and then also, look at this. Even though I ran, sweated, washed my hands, and showered, my pen is still on my wrist. I wrote down the mother of the creepy threshold child. Be nice. Yeah, no, I got what you mean. I just wanted to make fun of you. Blair Wright. Amazing. It's so faint, but it says Blair Wright on my wrist, and that's the mom of the threshold kid creepy fuck. And I wrote it down because I don't know if that's important, but they did show us that, so. It's like a back handle. I mean, my hair is horsehair. I actually love having my hair pulled in a non-sexual way and a totally sexual way. I love my hair pulled. Like, if my hair is like a knot and someone's willing to just rake a brush through it for an hour, I'll be in heaven. It's like having my back scratched. My scalp is numb. I can abuse it and abuse it and abuse it. I love it. It feels like sometimes I do that. I'll just like yank on my own hair to pull my scalp up because it feels nice. I think I just have too much hair. I'm a freak. I wanted Secret World so bad, but at the same time, I did not have a card to pay for the sub. Oh, boo! And forgot about it after release. Then went to free to play it and never got around to it. And it sounds like it didn't survive, which is sad. Sad. Oh, it's not the same Control, but you were. It's not the same company as Control. Good to know. But you were QA, dude. Cheers to QA. I just have to say that. I love Eagles of Death Metal so much. I almost kept letting up. That last song was great. These are good songs. Good fucking what's the word I'm looking for? Good taste. That's the fucking word. Please excuse me. Oh, I know this song. I love this song. Some people can toss a little cornstarch in their hair to bring back life into the hair. I can't seem to be able to do it. I've done it. I've bought dry shampoo, and I like dry shampoo, but the problem with it is it's white. It's literally like aerosolized baby powder. It's kind of the same idea. And my hair is so dark, it makes me look dirty. Like, even if I use a very little bit, it like coats my hair shaft and makes it look like I have dust in my hair. Like my hair is too dark for it. And they do have dark dry shampoo, but then it gets on your scalp and your scalp looks dirty. So there's no winning situation. I don't know what to do with it. I just wash my hair, whatever. Honestly, washing my hair doesn't take a long time. It's the blow drying. And that's like when I'm in the shower and I'm like, I really should wash my hair. And I look at the clock and I have 30 minutes before stream starts. Absolutely not, because it's going to take me an hour at least to blow dry it. TSW was a trip. They did some amazing stuff, but it was also kind of cursed to fail. Boo. That's sad. Step into the FBC. There's lots to do. There's lots to read. But look, don't touch, and don't see much. Let's join the threshold, kids. No! No! Oh, are they doing Conan Exiles? Nice. I know a lot of friends that love Conan. I have a lot of friends in the industry, and I feel like QA gets shit on a lot. And in my experience, I don't know how games would get made without QA. Whereas there are a lot of superfluous people at the top that games could absolutely get made without. So I'm all up on QA. Big fan. Move, smoke. There's no wind in here, so it's just stagnant. Hold on. There. Now there's wind flow. A call out for devs in chat. Make a YouTube extension that allows for full subscription page filtering. I'm sick and fucking tired of removing 30 to 32-minute videos from university channels from my feed every day. I hate it too. I feel you spiritually. Games get made without QA when they do things like you have to pay $10 extra for beta access. Dude, I'm not even kidding you. Games with beta access still have a QA team. But instead of paying QA and hiring enough QA to do their job, they open a beta server and they have people pay to do it for free. You know what I mean? It's a little fucking weird. It's very backwards. Pagan God, boo. Well, Pagan God, as we all know, when you're an adult, you get to choose your family. Blood doesn't mean shit. Ooh, what's in my bowl today? Oh, I ground up the good shit, Najio. I ground up one of the pre-rolls. The Gax movie. I love Gax movie so much. But it's Faded Friday, so I feel like I deserved it. Usually I save it until like the end of the day, but it's just so good. What up, Bashful? How are you? Path of Exile's player base is the testers. That makes me... I mean, that's ESO. I never went into the test server or the beta server or the QA server, whatever you want to call it, the server that they put out the pre-release in, because the entire story, like, people will play the entire story in the pre-release before it's actually released and finished. And it's crazy to me. It's spoilers. I don't get it. Najio, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Onyx Arm. Onyx Arm, big love. You deserve. Don't get down on yourself when your company gets down on you, because they're shits. They know nothing. Jon Snow. Thank you, Najio. I appreciate you. Make sure to refresh the page so you don't have to suffer ads when and if they happen. Patch Test Realm. That's a PTR. Yep, that's what it's called. Thank you. Yep. It makes me think of Nickelodeon too. It's so weird. It's the name. It's so... I want to... Can we not just call it something real words? Like, it's literally GAC and then SMOOV. Like you've got a fucking speech impediment, number 5. Why? And I looked up the parent strains, nothing to do with the name at all. But the strain is it's very like, it's like a nice uplifty, euphoric strain, no sleepy, no like head heaviness. And I like that when I want to be functional. Nick did it? Maybe refresh and you'll get a button. That happens sometimes. A lot of people, when they put their Prime sub in, refresh the page and you'll have another resub button on the chat. It's super weird. It happens to me all the time. I love your face back. Thank you. I don't want to play an early access game. Like, to me, it feels insulting to the creators of the game to judge it before it's done. But I know, just in my experience working with game studios, it's all marketing. Marketing pushes all the bad decisions. It's crazy. PoE was doing great for a lot of years, but it seems the developer had a different plan for the direction of the game, and the community doesn't like it. Really? ESO is so bizarre. I really don't know what happened there, because I know a lot of people internally that do care very deeply for the game, and I know that the vast majority of people in charge of the game do play it religiously. And however, it's marketing. I truly believe marketing teams step in and force horrible choices because they want to make more money, or they need to make, because, you know, any business model is you got to make more than last year. Always. But at a certain point, everybody owns the game. Like, it's an online game. It's an MMO. So then you got to, like, what can we do to start getting money out of these people that already own the game? And that it's horrible. I hate it. I don't know who wants to go into marketing as a job? Like, do you feel soulless? Same, Chickies. It's fascinating. I dated a guy who was a dev, what would you call it? He was a dev. He was a game dev, but he worked mainly in the PvP space, and I learned so much. It was fascinating. I have so much respect for the gaming industry these days. I'm in a much better place working QA at a different, much more successful company. Good. I'm very happy for you, because it's not. You don't. Like, I think it goes for any job ever. It's who you work with and how, like, the quality of your work environment, not necessarily what you do for a living. You could do anything, but who you work with and what you're doing and the environment is positive and uplifting, you'll have a good time. Dude, the GTA leaks made me... I didn't look at any of them. I didn't look at one of the leaks, but that shit made me angry and very sad. I just let the music go again. I think it's just rolling into, like, good music. Oh, no, this is All Them Witches. This is... Just kidding. It's the album. It's a really, really good album, though. If you've never listened to All Them Witches, all of these bands are great. Eagles of Death Metal, like, a lot of really dope, like, stoner metals popping up on these lists. Fantastic. Oh, Slightly Stupid. Fuck yeah. It is. It's crazy to me. Why? I don't see the point. Like, who are you helping by leaking, by, like, searching that shit out and leaking it? I know with ESO, the biggest thing was, like, they would put out the patch notes with pictures of stuff that was going to come up in the game. Like, you know, these are new items that are coming up, so on and so forth. And people could do something called data mining. And I'm not even going to try to explain it, but I understood it a little bit at one point, where they can look into the code of it and pull out all the special new stuff that's going to come out in a game months, maybe a year before the new game comes out. And there are websites dedicated to these, and people will go to them religiously. And but what you're seeing early is not the final product. It's like being impatient for cake, so you just like stare at the batter in a pan for a while instead of just sticking it in the oven and giving it a good 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm old. Nick, Prub Sib on. Hold on, my mouth's so dry. Hold on, that's great. Prime sub on. Apply directly to the streamer. Prime sub on. Anyone else have insomnia as a child? I love you, Nick. Thank you. That's fantastic. Good callback. I work in the packaging design, and the crap companies try to pull us bad. Thankfully, the industries I work in are highly regulated. Good. What kind of crap, though? What do you mean? Can you give me an example? I'm curious. Without getting yourself in trouble or anything, obviously. I play and watch Sea of Thieves. It's crazy to see in real time action by the devs. Oh, it's a finished game, but they're updating all the time. I love that, though. Hades still gets updates, my dudes. I still play that game a lot offline, and it still gets updates. Like, it's still very cared for. It's kind of wild. I don't understand that, Seatown. It's like kids that, searched for the Christmas presents in their mom and dad's closet if you celebrate Christmas. All my friends, I found the Christmas presents. Do you want to see them? No. I never did. My mom would straight up say, like, your Christmas presents are in my closet. Don't go in there. And I wouldn't. Because where the fucking fun is, where's the excitement of Christmas if you already know what the fuck's coming? Like, where's the thrill? What's the point of the day? Why am I even there? I knew that so young, though. I didn't have those words for it, but I, like, had that mentality of, like, why would I ruin that for myself? That's the only good thing about Christmas. The rest of it is families pinching my cheeks too hard. GTA Online was already the most unsafe thing to log into on the internet before the source code got stolen, man. That game was fun, though. I had a lot of fun RPing in it. So when they add things, it can break something else in the code, so they have to go back and try to fix it. And they do that live while you're playing? YouTuber Lawrence Sontag, I knew some Sontags, partner worked closely with Cyberpunk and would give insight behind the curtain sometimes, and I was living for it. Oh, I love that shit so much. It's fascinating. Because, I mean, I'm sure if you're anything like me, like I'm in my mid-30s, I'm 34, like I came from the Mario era where it was like a game came out and you didn't know who made it. I didn't know who the fuck Nintendo was. Like it was just another country. It was awesome, super exciting, but I had no concept of a team working on a game or a studio or like that. A game came out from something and it was in a store. Like that was as far as it went. And now we can like learn all the steps on how they're made, all the different crews. Like I remember when I first got a tour of the ZeniMax Online Studios studio, they have like the teams are kind of sectioned up in their cubes, and you walk into one room and it's just 20 desks with full-size Cintiqs on them and 4 monitors surrounding them, and all the concept artists sitting there painting on these giant Cintiqs with earbuds in, and you can see like multiple things happening. They're like watching a streamer. They've also got CAD up. They've got another program here. They've got Photoshop up here, and it's wild. Like that to me, I'd never in my life. I love to collect video game concept art books because I love concept art. I think it's sometimes even more beautiful than what the game puts out because graphics just weren't there yet. But getting to see it in action was like orgasmic shit, man. That blew my brain. That was pretty cool. Welcome back, Chi-Town. Dev work, I would never. It's way too much responsibility and way little control. Reading what's in the leak on paper is completely different than how you'd experience it. 100%. Yeah. Like it just makes me sad. I don't know. I don't know why anyone would do that. I used the room with someone in marketing. It's very quickly C-suite. It's a very clicky C-suite level job. They once told me, quote, they get off on making people buy stuff they can't afford, quote. Ew. I moved out shortly after that. I would have too. That made me like a little sick feeling in my tum. I didn't like that. I'm so sorry. That gave me a big sad. That's poopy. Ugh. I actually learned how to unwrap my presents and rewrap. Wow. The thrill is in the act of finding them. So maybe it was because my mom just straight up told us where they were. The thrill for me was like, my mom would straight up say they were in her closet, and then sometimes she'd be like, I need you to go up to my closet and grab something. For me, it was like, how do I grab the thing without seeing anything? So I'd be like looking at the ceiling, trying to grab a sweater for my mom off a hanger. That was more for me, maybe, because she just straight up told us. But we didn't have any there were no good hiding spots in my house. There was nowhere where you were gonna put something we wouldn't find it. We were the hiding spots, you know what I mean? So, I think they kind of accepted that. The companies try to may unapproved health claims for dietary supplements. What? Ew. They worded to try and hint at things and suggest uses that are unproven. That's really common and stuff like that, especially like makeup and skincare. I see that stuff. It's gross. Clean. The term clean very much enrages me. Do you want to know what's a clean ingredient? Arsenic. Xenon is a clean ingredient. Do I want to rub that on my face? No. You know what I mean? There's lots of stupid. I mean, I've seen some skincare that says gluten free. I'm not even fucking with you. It's wild. I've done it a few times on accident too, but I never did it on purpose. If I peeked, all I was getting was nothing for Christmas and an ass beating. I kind of think I feared that as well. Like, my mom always threatened coal. I think I saw my presents once, and it was for something I really wanted. After that, I just enjoyed whatever I got. I feel that. I think I accidentally did one time too. I've gotten to the point for gifts to ask for things I really need. I mean, that's being an adult, man. I feel that spiritually. Like, all I want for Christmas is a Lowe's gift card. Home Depot, really. Lowe's scares me. I have friends that are developers, but I never ever pressure them to tell me stuff. He wants to tell me, imagine making something and not being able to tell your friends. I can't. I mean, I've had to hold stuff in just knowing stuff from NDAs and stuff, like when I was working on New World, when I was flying out and working with the Amazon team on the New World game. I was doing that for like 4 years before I could even fucking say the words New World on my stream. That was a form of mental torture. Like, I feel like I should have been paid. I was. They paid in flights. It was great. It was a really good time. But yeah, that I totally get it. It hurts. It physically, like, all you want to do is tell the people who want to hear your exciting news, for fuck's sake. The new GTA is going to meet scrutiny regardless, but it's going to have heightened scrutiny because of a San Andreas quote unquote remaster combined with how they didn't plan around modding when GTA Online released, or stuff that has continually came out about toxicity at Rockstar over the years. Yes. Rockstar definitely has a convoluted past for sure. Yeah. Yes. Alana Pierce's content is my favorite. Yes. Amen to that. Katie passes vibe check. Thank you. I don't even try. You know, I had someone tell me I was unapproachable, and I've held on to that my whole life. Like, please no. I try so hard. I'm already 6 feet tall. I do not want to give an unapproachable vibe. Stop. Ooh, resumes. Really? What kind of job you looking for, Bash? Hi, Amber. How are you, love? Sea of Thieves has the best looking water in video games. Just to think of what went making into that way is intense. I feel that about that game and, oh god, Subnautica. The water in Subnautica always blew me away. The reflections of the sky on it and the sunset colors and how the light beams go through the water and it's crazy. I don't know. Subnautica, like, they did a good job with water. Even though it's a fucking horror show. That game is so scary. The water looks great. All the marketing majors I knew in college were vapid sorority sisters or pushy frat dudes. Oh, I didn't know anybody into marketing. I think I knew a couple people that almost did it. Like, they went to school being like, I'm going to go into marketing. It's great money. And they changed their major to, like, accounting very quickly or something. Clara, how are you? I'm feeling good. I slept last night, finally. I actually slept in a little bit this morning. I slept until, like, 7:30, which is a little late for me. But the last couple nights, I'd slept, like, 5 hours. My body felt like I was in slow motion. Lava's natural. Why don't you take a swim in it, right? It's the same concept. I hate it. It's just a selling tactic. It doesn't mean anything. If you actually care about what you're putting on your skin or what you're swimming in, fucking look it up. Don't like Google clean and just be like, "Oh, they put a clean label on it, so it must be okay." It's not. Hi, Jackie. How are you, love? Your chat's broken? No. Try refreshing. Mine does that sometimes. Like, Twitch gets twitchy and the chat will, like, double up and shit, but a good refresh, like closing all the browsers and just reopening them with just Twitch sometimes helps. Shower time? Take a good shower, honey boo. Have you talked about the Twitch rev split? From a supporter point of view, I want to just donate from here on out, but are you okay with it? What do you mean? What part of it? I feel like, someone asked me a similar question yesterday. No, we haven't really talked about it in stream, but the reason is it sounds so cold. I don't like sounding cold and dismissive, and I know, like, saying, "I don't wanna sound cold and dismissive," but just makes it sound more cold and dismissive. However, I've been doing this for, like, 8 years now, and Zach's been doing it for, like, 11-ish, and the chaotic, stupid shit goes down all the time in Twitch. It's been going on for years and years and years. Like, they're always changing stuff. Every couple of years, something flips around and we all get scared about it, or they start implementing something weird. And it's like, it's not that it's not important to talk about, and it's not invalid to worry about. However, as a streamer, I'm just a partner. So I'm not employed, and they owe me nothing. Like, they could terminate my contract at any point for no reason whatsoever. Just take away my sub button and I'm done for. For no I don't have to do anything bad for them to do that, you know what I mean? Like, and that, like, just what I've learned, I guess, or been conditioned to understand, is that my voice doesn't matter, my opinion doesn't matter, and like, flailing about it internally and externally does nothing. We always survive, we always prevail. We just, like, keep on keeping on. It sucks, but it's been going on for so fucking long. Like, I feel like maybe I'm a little numb to it, like a beaten wife or something. Like, every couple of years, they come down on us with something crazy that we all get really scared about, and like, the streamers have been around a bit, and we're all friends, like Dan and I and people like that. We all freak out, and we're like, "Is our income gonna be fucked? Do we have to leave to another platform? Do I need to start looking into YouTube?" And then in a couple weeks, when it actually goes into effect, we all realize it's a couple cents here and there, and it really means nothing, and we wasted a lot of emotional energy worrying about it before it happened. So in terms of the actual numbers, income level, whatever the split, it doesn't affect me. None of it affects me at all, and it affects, like, an eighth of a centimeter of the top of Zeke's hair. But we're not big enough for it to super hardcore affect us, if that makes sense. Like, streamers that pull in billions and billions are probably gonna have an effect, but I'm not big enough to be affected by it. You know what I mean? I'm, like, in this happy middle where I'm kind of out off the radar all the time. Yeah. Um, and that amount of subs is crazy high. Like, that's, you know, that's big. That's big numbers. That's bigger than people I know. It's big, big. And that's the only time it's actually going to affect you. So as long as I stay under that number, I'm not going to be touched. You know what I mean? Does that sound cold? I don't want it to sound cold, like I don't wanna talk about it, and I think it's a dumb thing to think about. It's just, like, I see so much of it on Twitter. Like, it's doom scrolling. It's very fatalistic. Everybody's just like, "Twitch is dead. They've done this thing." Something's and it's this constant, hive mind of everything's ending all the time. We all need to make immediate decisions right now that are very drastic and huge, and we need to tweet about them and tell everyone right now because it's vital. And I don't think it helps anything. It's kind of a waste of energy. Like, you're a partner to Twitch. You don't have to do this. Like, I'm not fired for not showing up to work. I'm not fired for being late to work. I get paid as hard as I work, kind of. I mean, it's kind of like however much you stream, the chance of having an income is higher. But you know what I mean? It's weird. It's a weird place to be. I don't know. It's very strange. It does. It sucks. It's it's hard to say. Honestly, like, if you're asking, like, what is the best way to monetarily support your streamer, it's just tipping them straight money through PayPal or whatever. That's the only income we get where nothing's taken off except taxes. Obviously, we're taxed. But, like, Twitch takes a cut of every sub, and then I'm taxed on top of my cut. Like, it's not pre-taxed or anything like that. So they take a cut, and then I'm taxed on top of that cut. See how it's a little different? But unfortunately, and fortunately, however you wanna look at it, you can look up any streamer's analytics, just like Google ClassyKatie's analytics, and there's a million websites out there that will tell you every single minute information, bitty bit about my stream, like how many people talk a minute, how many people talk an hour, how many people are lurking, how often I stream, what I stream, how many games, how many hours I've streamed. So much information out there. And if you want to do like sponsored stuff with people, with companies, get sponsored with video games and stuff, that's where they look. It's not like you can be interviewed. It's not like they come to your stream and be like, oh, this person's got a dope personality. And I can see that, just because they don't have 1,000 concurrent viewers doesn't mean they're not successful. They look and they say you have to have a minimum 1,000 concurrent viewers, minimum 1,000 subs, blah, blah, blah. And they'll just go to your analytics and write you off immediately. And you never get a word. And so I think honestly it's very personal to the streamer. Like what are the goals of the streamer? Are they a hardcore sponsor content kind of streamer? Or are they someone like me that talks about cocks and cum too often to ever get a sponsorship on anything? So that's not something I'm aiming for, you know what I mean? I don't like this is just me personally, but like I don't have on my dashboard where I like look at chat and everything and I can run the ads and stuff. I have my viewers, followers, my subscribers, and my sub points all blacked out. Like you can click on them and hide them all, and I don't look at them ever. Because I came to a conclusion that knowing how many people are watching me at one time, how many people have followed me, how many subs I have, doesn't make me better at what I do. Ever. Like, and it never will. It's all kind of superfluous. It's better for me to just keep on keeping on doing what I enjoy and hoping you guys enjoy it and not thinking of human beings spending their time with me as a number, as a decimal point. When you get into that business mode of like, okay, I'm going to think like the companies who sponsor us, I got to get these numbers. You're not humans anymore. You're just a viewer. And then people start doing things like maybe not moderating as tightly and letting things slide into chat that are mildly offensive, but they really like that their viewer numbers are up. Shit like that. Whereas I would rather have one viewer in my chat than a homophobic asshole spewing nonsense. But that's me. I think it's very personal and no shade either way. Although major shade on the homophobia. Like, let's not with that. I have it all gone. It used to give me anxiety too, Alk. Seriously. And I talked to my therapist about it. I talked to a couple streamer friends about it. And I was like, do you think that anxiety drives me to be better or drives me to work harder? And no. Hard no. Knowing any of they're not. Am I having a good time and am I chatting with stream and are there people wanting to chat and hang out? Great. Can I pay my bills? That's all I care about. That's it. I want a roof over my head. That's it. And even if this roof goes away, my Jeep has a roof, so I'm good. Thank you for that. But that's it to me. Whereas some people, it's like, they're very business-minded, and there's no shade. I just have never been a businessy person, and I'm not competitive. It's just how I roll versus other people. I think it might be individual on that one. I don't know. Unfollowing. Wait, does that mean you're going to take the little shed out from under the window outside? Or do you mean like the follow button on Twitch? Because I just replaced the litter box. Nebraska Chamber of Commerce. It is juice, yes? Never keep your active viewers in view, in my opinion. Just bad for... I don't know if it's bad for you, but I don't think it makes you better. How would that make you better at anything you do? Just knowing how many people are I don't know how any of that improves what you're doing. Bitrate, me too. I have bitrate, session, and the pre-roll. That's it. That's the only thing I can see. I can see how long I've been live, I can see the bitrate, and I can see how long it's been since I rolled a pre-roll, and that's it. Because I have to see those things. Like, other than that, it's all superfluous, and it doesn't make me have a better time. And, like, the stupidest things can be such a dumb emotional hit to your psyche. Like, you could... there are bot followers that happen every once in a while, and every 6 months or so, Twitch goes through and deletes all these inactive accounts they think are bot accounts. So I'll log in and I'll be 50 followers down, and I will seriously tell myself, it's bots. But I will sit here and be like, what did I do? Like, there's another part of you that can't help but wonder, why did a whole bunch of people Take the effort to go to your channel while you're offline and hit the unfollow button. What did I do? What have I done? Or am I boring? Or whatever. You know, like, your brain goes there no matter what, whereas I have no idea how many followers I have, and I don't care. I care about how many people come hang out every day and wanna chat and hang out and lurk and fucking whatever. That's all I care about, because none of the other is valid in any way, shape, or form. It just doesn't mean anything. You know? And it's worked, so I highly suggest for anyone else. I have a great time. I'm never anxious, ever. I just have a good time. I do what I want when I want, and I have fun, and that's great. Fuck yes. Happy 420, Sini Lewis. How was the last day of voting? I retweeted it and I flushed it all over my stream, and we got real weird about it, and I hope it went well. I just want to leave the shed. I don't want to leave the shed. Okay, good. I was gonna say, like, we gave you an extension cord. Like, can you just calm down? Cheers. Excuse me. Thank you. That's why I love it here too, Amber, and I can honestly fucking say that. It has made streaming, I mean, not that streaming ever was a miserable experience, but it has enhanced just my day. Because you can't help it. When those numbers are up and staring you in your face, like, you take a break and suddenly you have 20 less viewers. Why? What did I do? Nothing. Maybe someone peed. But it's like, just the weird subconscious stupid things that, like, you have to acknowledge that it's just part of humanity. And if you can minimize those, it makes life a lot more pleasant. Pagan, you make my heart flutter. Thank you. Or lost connection to the internet. Hey, I haven't lost the internet in a couple months now, knock on wood. It's been nice. Me too, Rod, and I don't even open those emails. All I know is the whatever the subject is. So it'll be like, "Congratulations, you had 103% more viewers today." And I'm like, "Sick. Don't know what I had yesterday, but apparently there was 103% more today." I only see that. But I'd never look at them, because they just, when I get paid by Twitch and I suddenly can't pay my bills, that's when I'd be worried. But I think I would have a feel for that before that happened, because we hang out every fucking day, all the time, and we chat, and I think I would notice that chat was empty, or, no one was talking. Like, there would be something else happening before that point where I'd be like, oh, like maybe a global pandemic? I don't know. Not right, I totally get that. If I had a goal, I'd probably look at them more. Like, I'm sure you've seen the old GIFs of me, like, dancing in front of a "thanks for the 3K." Thanks. Those were like follower numbers way back in the day, when your follower numbers and your viewers, like, I'm not even shitting you. When I applied for partner the first time, the requirement was you had to have 50,000 concurrent viewers. That it actually said that on the application. I wish to fuck. I'll try to find it. I have my application on my computer somewhere, like my actual Twitch partnership application. It's on my computer somewhere, because you have to write, like, your little diatribe about why you want to be a partner. Well, you used to. I don't know what the fuck it is anymore. But it literally said that. And so you'd ask other partners and be like, ignore it, it's fine, just apply anyways. That was like the general, just apply anyways. All that's bullshit, just apply anyways. I've never had, who the fuck? No. Right? Those were actually on the application. Just extraneous. Which is why I think they went to this system on the dashboard where you, like, get achievements as you go, and it's like, you're affiliate now without applying. I think that's why they did that, because it led to this thing where it was like, anyone would just apply anytime because nothing made sense. And the way they partnered people didn't make sense. Like, I applied for partner, but I don't even think my application got looked at. I was just offered partnership because they were creating, not to double up, but they were creating creative. And I painted and did like face stuff on my stream. Cool, SFX face stuff. I did SFX on my stream. So they were like, hey, if you continue to do that, we'll make you partner. And I was like, I don't know what that is. Let's go. I got it when I literally got the email while I was watching Rogue One in the movie theater. It was weird. The big deal, the only thing about it is you have a button. Well, now that affiliate exists, it's not as big of a deal because with affiliate, you can get paid now. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think the only difference is when you get partner, you can renegotiate your contract to get paid more for subs. So like, for instance, I think affiliates make a 50-50 split. Correct me if I'm wrong. Affiliate is new to me. It was not in existence when I applied it. I'm old. I'm sorry. It's not a shame. I'm just curious. It's a 50-50 split on subs, I think. And when you're a partner, when you first get partner, you're a 50-50 split on all of your subs. So if you have 400 subs, you get paid for 200 of them. But when it is 50-50, thank you. Okay, so affiliate's 50-50. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, though, I don't know if you guys can, but as a partner, I can renegotiate my contract. So, like, if I have a lot of subs and I'm keeping them regularly, I can go to Twitch and be like, hey, I'm pulling in a fair amount of money. I want a 70-30 split. And they can tell me yes or no. And I don't know if affiliates can do that. I don't even know if partners can do that anymore. I don't know. I really don't know. See, Greg, I was under a better split far before my contract. So I don't know. I don't know how regular that was. Like, man, it was a really long time ago, but I negotiated my contract like 5 years ago, renegotiated my contract, and the exclusive contracts that just ended just started like 2 years ago, and I was already under the split. So all the exclusive contract gave me was like a guaranteed income if I ran ads on a regular basis, which are going to happen regardless of whether or not we want to do them. I just have control over them. That was the only difference as far as me personally. It is RTJ. I love RTJ. Thank you for recognizing. You can't negotiate as affiliates. Okay, that's what I was just wondering. Partner lets you custom out your emote prefix. Oh, it does let you custom out your emote prefix. And I think as a partner, you get more emotes. And then as you get subs, your sub number determines how many emotes you can have. But your emotes never get taken away. So like if you hit some astronomical sub number like I did, you get a whole bunch of emotes and then you go back down to normal and you never hit it again. So we'll probably never get another emote in the history of the world. But it was fun and we got a shit ton. I still have like 4 open emote slots I gotta fill. It's exhausting. Partner can have more emotes, renegotiate splits, and the bounty board. Bounty board still exists. I've never used it in my life, though. I didn't know you guys couldn't so all partners can renegotiate. I don't know if there's stipulations to the renegotiation. I just did it because I was being a dick and I got it. Partners also get some additional stuff like squad streaming, I think. And of course, trying new features first. You know what's crazy is that the multi-stream website's still better than squad streaming, unless you're on mobile. I think mobile is better with squad streaming, or it's the other way around. Yeah. I don't know if I hit over 2,000, but I was right near it. It was like, because I think 2,000 subs is my next emote, I think. Which it's very exciting when it happens, but it does nothing for the long term, unfortunately. Some do. So way back in the day, when you got partnered, before affiliate existed, you got a Twitch rep who was basically a person who you were assigned to, who was a designated, you had their email and their Twitter, and you could hit them up at any time, and they could, on the spot, jump into your stream and help you out, or whatever. At a certain point, though, I can't remember when, they started getting rid of, I don't know if they got rid of them exactly, but they definitely eliminated partner reps just started not being there. Like, a lot of Twitch partners lost their partner rep. I didn't. I don't know why. I'm not special, and I'm not rolling, obviously. I don't know. My Twitch partner rep is still with me. He's still, like, hits me up once in a while. He's really dope. But I don't have a lot of problem. Like, I've never had a problem. Knock on wood, I'm a good girl. I behave myself. I follow the TOS as best I can. I haven't fucked around. I'm trying to get this link to open up, Nigel. There we go. Stop. Why? Go get him. Go get him. Get him. Or sit there. The dogs are addicted to me. I got it. Oh, I love this song. Young, it was way back in the day when I played ESO like every fucking day. I would play ESO every day for like 8 to 10 to 14 hours sometimes, and I was just PvP. It's just battleground after battleground after battleground after battleground. And there are a lot of people that like to watch MMOs. They get really, really into that. And I mean, it was great, but the moment you stop playing the game they're really into, it's... But yeah, I think 2K is my next emote, which is because of some very generous person who hit me with a couple sub bombs, and it's just, I'm not ungrateful. It just sucks because, like, realistically speaking, I'm never going to get another emote. I like having things. Oh, is this a mix? This is sick. Why will people, wait, are people going to laugh in your face? Do I need to punch them in their face? What do you mean? Define real. That's my Black Widow that I just smacked. Sorry. Define real. I reached for the dismembered arm, hit the potentially very painful spider. Idiot. Yeah, Rod, that was basically me. I went from having 500 concurrent viewers daily to... But honestly, like, quality of life is way higher. Like, I enjoy stream. I don't feel like, oh shit, I have to play ESO today. I feel like I get to do whatever I want today with my friends. I'm happy. And I wasn't like, just to not to be like too, I hate talking about money, but I wasn't making any more at 500 concurrent viewers. I'm good. In case anyone's worried, the viewers mean for me personally, and that's what I mean by it's so personal to each streamer. Some streamers have thousands of viewers every day and no subs. Some people have 50 viewers and thousands of subs. I don't know the science, but it's very, I think it, and you know, I would never go up to a streamer and be like, so what's your income? As I'm sure none of you would either. Like, I'm not insinuating you were, but that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Cause it's kind of, I always feel weird talking to people about their money. Like, it's kind of, I hate money personally. Like, I just want to have a roof over my head and be safe and not have like, you know, collections at my door. That's all I want in life. I'm not here to become some billionaire or anything like that or famous. Not my goals. You know what I'm saying? Pagan, is that an otter? Shut up. Oh my god. I got it. Cute. Cute. Absolutely. Try down. Have a good day. Be safe. Don't let the release get you down. I love a good mashup. I'm not a hater. There have been some fantastic fucking mashups out there. I like some trance. It depends. I tend to not like music where there's some like, and I'm not saying this because I'm assuming that's what trance is. When I think trance, I think like some beat that's like this, like dun, 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 with techno in the background, and it makes me anxious. I just tend to listen to music that's got a slower backbeat. It can be fast in general, but there's usually like some thick, gritty backbeat that doesn't make my heart rate come out my eyeballs. Right, Rod? I'm glad you're happier too. I've heard that from many, many people. And I still know streamers who, for instance, play ESO to this day, still like nonstop, who write me regularly saying, "How did you get out? I feel stuck." It's not that I hate ESO. Oh, I love this song. You sent me this one last week. I love this song. This is a really good song, guys. If you're listening, you have to be. This is a good song. Thank you, Sales. They're miserable and they don't know how to get out because they're stuck at an income level they're terrified is going to be taken away if they stop playing the game. And it's not that the game's paying them. It's just, that's all they've done. And I feel really like, for me, I was really lucky that it was a big viewer dump, but in no way, shape, or form, like, I think I've just been around too long. I didn't start with ESO, so it's not like I built every ounce of my community on an MMO or on ESO. I started playing it kind of in the middle, played it for a chunk, and then stopped playing it. So I already had like a ton of friends. Like we were already buddies. You guys don't give a fuck what's going on. You know what I mean? I already had a bunch of cool people that were just part of the community regardless of what I played. And I think that's the only reason that it was not an emotion. I didn't feel like I had less chatters. That was the other thing. Like I never felt like there were less people hanging out in chat. It was the same awesome people. The same awesome people that used to watch me play ESO still hang out in chat today. Like, I don't know. I've always felt my channel, I've been lucky for that. My channel's been more about this back and forth than whatever I'm doing in general, no matter what. Even if I'm playing a game, it's always more about this, which is what I like. I'm not complaining. That's what I want. I want this. We have this song. What is up, bitch? Thank you for the raid. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my stream. Welcome, raiders. I hope you treated your streamer with the love and respect they deserve. How are you? If you haven't peed in a few hours, please take the time to. Welcome. And thank you. Welcome, everybody. How are you doing? It's scary in the real world. I prefer my water. Warm, controlled, and limited. Otter thoughts. I mean, that's my thoughts, too. It's like my bed. Warm, controlled, kind of mystically wet. Welcome, raiders. We're just chilling, listening to music, and oh my god, I have to see an otter. That cat is... What the fuck? This mix is phenomenal, by the way. I love Billie Eilish. Her voice is gorgeous. Go make phone calls. I feel like a lot of streamers are like, I gotta stick around. And I'm like, dude, you just got done streaming. Like, please go be human for a while. I love you so much. I will do my best to take care of your peoples. Thank you for being awesome. But come back when you're done with your calls and you want to chill. Pagan. All the love, my love. Cinemus said, I'm on audio only at work, and a lot of her stuff is visual. You're by far the best audio only streamer I've found. You know, I have to take that as such a huge compliment. Sometimes I wonder, because I get a lot of people compliment me. A lot of people comment on my VODs or on the YouTube VODs that Loznay, bless his heart, puts together. And people watch them. Like, there's views. It might be like 5, but there's views on them, like full views. And I wonder sometimes, because I've always thought of myself as more of an interactive streamer. Like, I always thought of myself as someone, I could never do YouTube because I can't talk to myself. I don't know what to do. I'm very quiet when I'm by myself. And I worry, I'm like, is there ever just like these extensive periods of dead air, where people are like, I was really enjoying the stream, but I'm just a listener and she's just sitting there. When do I just sit there? When I can take a 15-second hit off a pipe or something? I don't know. But that's like an anxiety of mine, because personally for me, if I pop into a stream and it's a streamer of mine that I like to watch, and I say hi, and it takes saying hi 20 times and not one person in chat acknowledges me and the streamer never acknowledged me, I'm like, why am I here? I've never just gone on Twitch just to watch a game or something. Like, I like to say hi, interact a little bit, and then I back off and I lurk for 4 hours. Like, that's my role. But it's weird when that happens, and I never want that to be a thing. You know? Check your pee log. Make sure to wash your hands if you've touched the pee log before and or after all the peeing. You know what I mean? I'm forcing myself to go to work. Oh, cold turkey. A cold turkey 40.
I'll take it.
Cheers and hail Satan, lover. That's okay, Kills. We got him. We welcomed them well and listened to good music and talked about good things. We told the streamer to get the fuck out so they could go be a human and get the fuck out of their seat for a while. Ramble Shack Yada fumbling raid thingy. I love that. I don't I so rarely raid anymore, but I love that, like, when we host someone, a couple people in chat will be like, "ClassyKatie raid" or something. Like, it's the exact same thing, and they all start it's just great. I love your guys' like, passive aggressiveness. It really gives me a weddy. I like being ignored, but something I can follow with my ears. I kinda feel that. I like to just lurk, honestly. Like, most of the time, I just lurk. I interact heavy and then lurk for hours, work for I do too. That's me too. Like, I usually sit down, like, well, in the morning while I'm doing my makeup, I'll say hi in someone's stream, talk a little bit, and then I sit here and do my lotions and my hair and whatever and get ready for my own stream, and I stop talking, and then I just Irish goodbye. But that's the beauty of Twitch. I mean, I think we're all under the understanding that's the beauty of it. I would never pressure anyone to chat or anyone not to. You know what I mean? The stream VODs are there, however, Gemini, there's no music in them. Like, all the music you hear live on stream, if you ever hear it, is all out of it simply because it's copyrighted and I don't want to get my stream shut down, just so you're aware. So it's just me talking and probably occasionally terribly singing along to the music, but the game music is in there all the time. I obviously catch my wife's streams as much as possible, but you're number 1, she's number 2, and 3 and 4 and 5 most watched streamers were musicians. Fuck yeah. But that's because you got to listen to stuff. I totally get that. I mean, let's be real. She's your number 1. I get it. You don't have to flatter me. And I respect it. But I totally get that. Like, that's why I like watching streamers like um Pumpkinberry, for instance. Even if she's playing games that are really in-depth and crazy, like Control or something, she's talking the whole time. She's always interacting with chat. She's like narrating what she's doing throughout the game. And it gives me something to listen to while I'm like cleaning my kitchen and stuff. I feel like I get to hang out with a friend without the pressure of having to interact vocally because that's what I did all day already. You know what I mean? It's nice. I like that. And that's what I try to emulate myself. I worry about non-interaction on my stream so much, but I only have 3 viewers, and one of them is my fiance's PC next to me when he's not home. One is my bot. I mean, everybody. It's so stupid to say out loud, but we all start talking to nobody. I I don't know. I wish there was another way to start streaming. I don't know what it is other than start talking to nobody like it's somebody. I don't know. Does anybody have anything? Like, how else do you start? Because I didn't even have that much. I didn't have a bot. I didn't have anybody. I just started with nothing. And I literally would narrate Skyrim and talk like there was, but I didn't have a formula to it. I just did it on accident. I just kind of like randomly did it and it worked. But yeah, I would like sing song and narrate the dumbasses in chat. Everybody literally starts talking to nobody, but you have to because nobody's going to jump into a stream where the streamer's not talking. Like when there's, 0 viewers, you jump in, streamer's completely silent and isn't watching chat. You kind of are like, okay, maybe this isn't, I don't know. No one's chat. I don't know what. But if the streamer's like talking like there's people there, you'll be like, hey guys, what's up? Suddenly there's 5 people saying, hey guys, what's up? Suddenly there's 15. It's like an extended fake it till you make it. But I'm glad you have a bot because unlike me, you will not have to battle a skinhead for 6 months in your channel before you learn that you can moderate people and have a bot. The white race is not the supreme race because there's no such thing. What the fuck is wrong with you? No. That was a bad time, but I didn't know what mods were. I didn't know there was bots. I didn't know anything. This is a good mix too, damn. This channel is great. Thank you for this gift. There's some great streamers that just talk loads, so entertaining games. Those are the ones I like, and that's no shade on gamers who are super hyper-focused on the gameplay and not talking. Like, there's definitely an audience for that as well. But I like talking. I like hanging out. I talk all the time about BS about the game. Dude, that's it. I think that's honestly it. I don't know anything else. I got nothing else for it. Because I've been asked multiple times in my streaming career, do you have advice on streaming? And I'm like, no, I don't know. Don't do what I did. I mean, it ended up great, but I think we were lucky. I think this was absolutely a fluke of genius. I don't know what happened. Right place, right time. Good people came into my life when I needed them to be mods. I don't know. It doesn't work that way. I've actually heard when I was helping with a game, one of the game devs I was working with got to go to Amazon and, like, see the Amazon studios and stuff. And I forgot where I was going with that already. Damn it, brain. I pulled a hair in the back of my head and it actually hurt and made my eye water and it totally rocked my brain. God damn it. Oh, the average streamer, like, that starts streaming, their stream only lasts 6 months before they give up, before they don't know what to do. Because there's no right or there's no, this is how you do it, Brown. There's none of it anywhere. I mean, there's a million people out there that will claim they're, like, a fucking mentor or whatever bullshit word you wanna put on it, but well, Alk, I think if you love it, and it's dude, you were probably lurking earlier when I said it, but, like, no matter what you do, if the people around you are chill and you enjoy them, you're gonna have a good time, and you're not even gonna think about quitting. Like, I wonder if it even is a thought, because you're probably just excited to stream because you enjoy what you're doing. And that's kind of what I do. I've never thought to myself, I've never had, like, an existential, like, "Should I take my life in a different direction? Is this r" like, I wake up in the morning and I'm like, "Fuck it, clean, stream time." Like, I get excited and I start thinking about all the bad mouthing you guys did to me the day before and how I'm gonna get you back today, and I never do because 'cause you're better than me. Like, it's not I don't think about, like, quitting, probably because it doesn't feel like a job. So it's like I just get excited. I don't know. That I assume it's the same. And it's a hot right? It's not a job. Whereas I think some people jump into streaming and they're like they have a goal of being like a streamer and living off it. Like that's why they start streaming, which I don't think neither you or myself started streaming for that purpose. So that probably helps a lot. Like it's you don't get let down and start having existential crises if you don't have some, I'm going to be Co-Carnage. No, you're not. I'm not going to be him either. Like, we're not going to be Co-Carnage. At my streamer level, like at my concurrent viewers and everything, I'm the 0.0027 top percent of Twitch. Me. I don't know what decimal co's at, but I'm not going to get there. My legs aren't that long. You know what I'm saying? I could skin him and wear a skin suit, but he has kids and a hot wife, and I just can't take that level of responsibility. I hate the stream coach shit was so weird. I'm really glad that went away. I didn't want to badmouth because I had a couple friends who were claiming to be one, but I was just like, no. What are you doing? Please don't do this. Please don't buy into this. Please don't do this. I think I retweeted a couple stream coaches and were like, or just come to my stream and I'll give you free advice. Don't do it. Who's badmouthing CK, right? It's okay. They're not around anymore. 20 months is a long fucking time, Hesty. Seriously. 6 months is the average lifespan of a streamer because you go in thinking I'm going to make it big and I'm going to be found. I think it's like people like moving to LA and thinking they're going to be found by someone. I think it's similar. But I don't think like, especially if you're coming from nowhere, unless you're already famous, if you're coming from a YouTube background or somewhere where you've already got some exponential audience, there's no formula for doing Twitch right. I don't know what it is. I think you just get lucky. I don't know. I don't think there's good advice because I think the advice is don't do it. This is How I Hate the River. It's good though. Ed Sheeran's voice is beautiful. They still do it with the partner webinars, really. Interesting. Can't be let down if you don't have goals. Amen to that. Why? You are so jumpy today. It is Kill Mr. DJ, though. I thought you meant the name of the song. I'm so sorry. Slow and Steady. It's so trite, but it's so real. And I think it only worked for me. Like, if I would have gone into streaming and someone told me that, I would have quit immediately. I am all about instant gratification. Instant. Like, I want it now, daddy. Give it to me now. I would have quit immediately. But because I didn't go into this thinking, oh, I'm going to make a career out of it, I went into it thinking, I want to make friends to play games with. I just got out of college and I have no spirit or soul anymore. Please help. the slow and steady thing ended up being accidental success. So I didn't even know it was happening when it was happening, I guess, which helps as opposed to like, struggle busting through it and like marking the days. And you're like, why God? Like, I just was like, sick. Guess this is growing. Cool. Working at the hospital sucks. Did you know? You know what I mean? It's weird. Oh my God. Oh my God. They're fucking precious. Wait, what's my favorite? Hold on. Derp and Spoop. Derp is real fucking good. That's a hard pick. I have to say Derp. I just feel that way, like, existentially all the time. You have to surprise us is all. Exactly. Boo. What were from some of your first streams? Skyrim. I played Skyrim and DayZ, I think were the two things I mainly played at the very beginning. Played a shit ton of Skyrim, though, because I loved it anyways. Like, my very first PC I ever built, I went to Fry's, found a salesperson, and said, help me build a Skyrim machine. That was exact quote. I wish I could find that human. And he was like, okay. And we built he like filled my cart with all the shit to build a PC, and I did. And, I'd gone from like the Xbox 360 Skyrim to PC Skyrim, which was a huge jump, Back in my day, it was gorgeous. And so I wanted to stream it. And then ESO was coming out, or it was like already in beta test. I can't remember exactly where it was. And I didn't have any friends. Again, I'd been in college for like 9 years and just destroyed my personality. I had no hobbies. I hadn't painted anything in like 10 years. I was just dead inside. And I was dating a guy at the time that was like, there's this website called Justin TV where you can go and you can watch people play games and see if you want to even try the game. And here we fucking are. Cliff Notes version. And then he broke up with, we broke up because I was quote unquote living the dream and he didn't like it. Irony is not lost on me. Let me tell you. It stings. I've been following for ages and on Twitter, and I don't know why I'm just joining out. That happens all chickies. I wish I could tell you. I don't know what it is. Am I funny over there on the Twitter sphere? Maybe it's because titties are allowed. I don't fucking get it. But at least once a week, I'll get like 5 or 6 people that are like, I think I've been following you on Twitter for 7 years and I've never come to your stream. What's up? This is fun. I'm like, what's up? Happens all the fucking time. I totally get it. Live content's hard to commit time to. Because like, it's not just like stopping in and seeing if you're into it. It's like, I know when I sit down to like check out my streamer friends, I know I'm going to be sitting down and sitting for a while. And a lot of us don't have time. Life, man. I watch a lot of YouTube. I love YouTube. Not YouTube, but, using them. I like to use YouTube. Really open and willing to talk about tough shit was just nice. Well, I think that should be normal everywhere. I think it's only tough to talk about because we've all made it like, don't let the neighbors know your shit. And it's like, everybody has shit, though. Stop. It always astounds and amuses me when people go, oh, yeah, World of Warcraft also destroyed 6 years of my life. What? Destroyed? He actually says it destroyed 6 years of his life? Wow. I don't regret playing ESO at all. It was a fucking blast. If I could go back and do it again, I would. I had such a fun time. The only reason I stopped playing is they started making changes to the game that I just kind of made the game not fun anymore. No, Robo, I feel that way all the time. I was actually really off my game yesterday. I had like 2 nights where I just stayed up way too late and woke up early, so I was like stuttering all day. I could not speak straight. It was bad. I'm one of those. I honestly thought I was already falling. Turns out, nope. Jinxo, welcome. It's constant. Also, if you're not like, hyper involved in the Twitch sphere or whatever, as those of us who stream and do nothing else are, something that happens like every 6 months or every year, Twitch goes through and does like a mass unfollowing of accounts that Twitch's bots deem bots, i.e. they're not super active. So like if you go 3 months without logging into Twitch because you just didn't think about it, or you were watching VODs on YouTube or whatever, that might be the time that Twitch decides to do their big unfollowing. So I've literally had my account unfollow people I am best friends with that I text on a regular basis. We know each other's personal addresses and families and shit. Like, and it'll have me unfollow them just because I haven't clicked on their stream in a couple months, and it was that time. It happens a lot, and it's always the awkward, like, "We're friends, and I swear to fuck I didn't" like, have you ever I mean, oh my god. There's this one fly in my house that's been haunting me all day. I have never in my life, like, gone onto someone's Twitch channel while they're not streaming and thought, They did something, I'm gonna unfollow them," ever in my life. I'm still following people on Twitch that I have no idea who they are that, like, rated me 8 years ago. I've never unfollowed someone unless they end up like one of the creepy creeps that were, like, using Twitch to, like, bait in creepy little girls, or like Matt Gates. If Matt Gates like, I'd probably not that I followed Matt Gates, but you know what I'm saying. Um, I've never in my life, so I never assume anyone does it to me. I always assume it's the error because I'm not petty, but people are petty, so, like, be your petty selves. I don't give a fuck. Do what you gotta do, but I never assume it. Very interesting channel with someone training in singing, ooh, and music going over some more outside the realm. That's awesome. You know, Matt Heafy used to do that with his own music when he could actually play it on Twitch. That was a fun time. I am Gaybot. Beep boop, beep boop. I feel like playing WoW was a deep hole, but I was trying to use it to make me happy in a very unhappy time of my life. Same. I used ESO, not used it, but used it to fill a time in my life where no games were coming out I was into. I really wanted something to look forward to do every day, and I just didn't have anything to look forward to. And ESO gave that to me, and I don't regret it. I met so many cool people in that game. To this day, the housing is still the best housing in any game I've ever played. It's great. No hate at all. But, like, the part that made me play it every day was the PvP, and that just got a little mushy. They made connections from New Zealand to the ESO server go through Singapore, so our ping went from 150, 200 to 300 plus. What the fuck? Holy shit. Why would they... Wait. Why? Did you get a reason? Because why? Kind of fighting Polygon. Like, the Cliff Notes version of the conversation is... Zach and I are not... We are barely successful. We are barely monetarily successful enough on Twitch for it to graze us. Like, it doesn't affect me at all, and it barely, like, you know, like a blade in slow motion sliding over his very, very short, nubbly hair, like taking that minute microscopic top off. It affects him so small. And ad revenue's never been good, so they can, I mean, I don't know who the fuck's rolling from ad revenue, to each their own. It's one of those things where it's like hyper focusing on it, talking about it constantly, and like being in the woes of like, woe is us, what will happen. I think you've been around if you've been around Twitch for a fair amount of time, this shit goes down every couple of years. Something. Twitch does something, and people kind of get really up in arms about it. And then when it goes through, we're all okay, and no one talks about it again. And then a couple years later, something happens, and everybody, and I think I'm just kind of numb to it at this point until something actually affects me. Like, I see it in my paycheck or otherwise. I don't know. What do I do? I'm not an employee. I don't get fired if I don't show up to work. Like, they could take my sub button at any moment's notice for no reason. I don't know. I feel lucky to be able to do what I do with as much as I talk about cum. You know? I feel fortunate. I'm like a rule follower, you know, like I follow TOS. I try not to break it. I don't challenge the system or anything like that. My game plans stick with Twitch. I think so, yes. Short answer, I'm sticking with Twitch because I don't have the fame to survive a platform move, financially or otherwise. You know what I mean? The drama hugging is generating interaction. It's fishing for interaction. Yes, I feel that strongly. You know what I mean? Like, Ninja can move to any platform and lose 90% of his viewers and still be pulling millions in income. Whereas I can't, like, when a streamer moves a platform, it's not just one person moving platform, it's asking their entire active viewer base to also commit to moving to a platform. I don't think that's really fair because it's asking a lot, And if I just do it, regardless of what you guys want to do or think or whatever, it's kind of stripping a lot of people of a community they've been active in for quite some time. You know what I mean? That's what it feels like. It feels like being like, you can't sit with us because I want to make some more money or make a statement. When the more money is negligible at best. You know what I mean? I don't want to sound callous and cold about it. It is important to talk about, and it does affect people at huge scales on Twitch. It will affect them. People who have bajillions of concurrent viewers and actually, make a fair bit off of the ads running on their shit, they're going to be affected. But they're making so much money, it's not like they're affected into poverty. It's like Jeff Bezos taking a pay cut. You know what I'm saying? But not that scale. But you know what I mean? It's someone who's making astronomical amounts of money already taking a little nick. The people like Zach and I were not affected at all. You have to have, what is it, 23? You have to have 2,350 subs concurrently, like regularly, I think, for it to touch you. And that's a lot. Thank you, Robo. I try. I mean, I think I've just been through it a lot. I used to flip. I used to, like, literally, we would have these, like, conversations like, guys, do I need to go to Facebook? Like, I used to actually get worried about it. But it's so many times over and over, I'll wait till something actually happens that matters, that affects me. And that, like, you know what I mean? There's nothing else I can really do, and it doesn't help to do anything else. I'm not moving. I'm not going anywhere else. And to talk, we've come full circle. You can never generalize personal experience, but I've always had a very positive experience with Twitch on a personal level. My partner rep is a very sweet person who has always been 100% transparent, honest, and kind to me, and offered me multitudes of opportunities, like all the front page time in the world I'd ever want for anything I want to do. Putting me on the front page carousel because he knows I'm a safe streamer. I'm not going to, like, start hailing Hitler or some fucking shit like that on the front page. Like, they've always, and I think honestly because I do follow the rules in general. I don't test the waters by flipping titty out and claim and, like, being like, it was body painting. You know what I mean? If I've ever made a mistake, it's been very accidental, and I'm like, oh fuck, and I write my partner rep right away. And I think that kind of relationship gives me a different view on it for sure. I can get how some people might be really angry with Twitch for one reason or another, whereas my personal experience has been overtly extremely positive. Like, I haven't worked with Twitch Creative in X amount of years since it was fucking decimated. And I can go to any TwitchCon and every single staff member from Twitch Creative will come up to me personally, say, hi, how are you? Ask about my family, say, I'm sorry, Millie passed away. You know what I mean? And that to me is huge. It's not monetary though. And people are it's all about monetary, like money, 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 money. If Twitch wants to drive us to different platforms to make money, that's fine. But I'm not going to, I'm still very grateful for what I've gotten on this platform and what they've given me for essentially for free. You know? Tony, thank you for subbing to the class. Keeping the class I haven't given any swings.
Hail the Tank Lord, I love you.
Hi, Myron. How are you? Yes.
Hail Satan, like the hail from the sky.
Yes. It's how high are you here, though? No. What? Aw, Pagan, don't be sad. She lived a beautiful life. A long, beautiful life. That girl, I mean, how many pugs have been over the Grand Canyon? How many you think? Millie was. I love her still. We all still love Millie. She's in our hearts and souls. I still cry about her all the time. I'm just healing. It's been a little over a year, but you probably didn't know because it's not like I'm sitting here talking about it all the time. Don't feel bad, honestly. It's hard to talk about when it happened. It's still now, but I'm getting better, and the community loved her as much as I did, and that helps a lot. Raining Cats and Dogs and Demons checks out. Oh, hydrate. We should hydrate. Where's my water? I actually got one. I brought my water full today. Salad wraps are the shit. What'd you put in it? With bacon. Hell yeah. We need to take a break, guys. I gotta pee already. I have drank a lot of this. I did fill this. I don't know. It's raining and I'm still dehydrated. I don't know what's going on. Let us break. It's time to stand up and stretch your dicks. Oh my god, fun fact. Did you know that the Caesar salad originated in Tijuana, Mexico? What? Wild. Break time. Oh, wait. First thing. Man, there are just some voices that you never want to hear ever again, huh? Oh, man. I'm trying to get up my fucking... I have so many tabs up, sorry. I'm clearing them. Making sure I saved them to my list. But I have so many tabs up. Holy farts. That was a lot. Jesus. I heard ferrets are hard to take care of because they are little demons. They are. I mean, every animal is hard to take care of to somebody, right? To me personally, they're not that hard to take care of, but I've taken care of some very high maintenance creatures. I wouldn't say they're as high maintenance as, say, like a child, but they have this stink or odor, if you're a fan. They musk, and it's a normal thing. I think actually like their family on the animal tree is like Muscidae or something like that. Foxes, ferrets, weasels, stoats, those kind of animals, they're all Muscidaes, and they musk to like smell up and scent their area, and it is wildly pungent. And the more, like, if you bathe your ferrets to try to get rid of it, they will over musk because they like it. Like, they're doing it on purpose. So you basically just have to clean all their bedding and their environment constantly, but you're always going to have, like, that scent in your house. You know when someone has ferrets. You just walk in their house. It's there. It's not the worst. It's not like a dirty litter box smell. It's not like you're smelling their piss everywhere, but it's a musk. I must musk. I think that's what happens. I've never owned, I mean, I lived with someone who owned ferrets, so I was there for all the care of it. Mustelidae. Mustelidae? Is that how you pronounce it, I wonder? Mustelidae, yeah. They're musty. They have stinkies. I think skunks are in there. That's a big old musker. But it's just it's an interesting smell that you have to be okay with or get used to in order to have them. And they are like cats, kind of, but a noodle. So they can go under anything. They can like fit under doorways and shit. But they hoard things and they have like danger cat like. But also you can just pick them up under their front arms and like it's like carrying like a scrotum with teeth, kind of. It's very easy to debilitate one. You know what I mean? Thank you, Sales. Not in a mean way. Like we're not squeezing them, mind you. Not debilitate in a hard, but just like pick them up. Jesus. Please don't hurt your poor babies. I'm just pulling up a screensaver. Some sort of screen. There it is. I had so many tabs, I couldn't find it. Got him. All right, let's take a break. I'll be back in a few, my dudes. Stand up and stretch your legs and get some water and do what you need to do. And I'll be back in a few. Magoo. Huh. Times. Appreciate you. Welcome back, everybody. There. Just kidding. Ooh, hell yes. Thank you very much. I'm gonna jump in. I think we're gonna probably jump into some Control for a little bit because I can't stop thinking about it. It's all I can think about. It's such a fucking good game. So if you get to stop by, and I'm crying because it scares me, don't be worried. I'm gonna burp. Maybe. Nope. Okay. Stupid body. Guys. I don't often get, a little starstruck, but do you guys know who Anna Prosser is? Anyways, she tweeted that she had a cancer taken off of her lip, and I tweeted back at her, what are your favorite sunscreen recommendations? And she tweeted back at me what her favorite sunscreen recommendations are, and I feel a little struck by it. I don't think I can respond. Famous person acknowledged my tweet. Am nervous. Hi, Lighthawk. How are you, love? I'm so, I don't know, dehydrated. Thank you for lurking. Welcome back, everybody. Happy Faded Friday. I hope your Faded Friday is going wonderfully. Bless it, Bo. You're the best. I'm saving you. How are you, Lighthawk? She, Anna Prosser plays, she's a, Pam. You know Pam? From Scranton? I feel like I'm being not well cryptic. I just feel strangely, I really like her. She's fucking hilarious. She's one of my favorite people. Big ol' sploosh, right? Thank you. She's also in Blades of Glory, which if you want a major Anna Prosser, sploosh, Blades of Glory. She's so pretty. That's all I have to say. I'm very strangely starstruck. But it's Supergoop. Supergoop is what she uses. That's the sunscreen, if you're wondering. She had a little melanoma taken off of her lip. So I saw Zach congratulated her. And I was like, congratulations. Where's sunscreen? If Anna Prosser, with the options she has and the skincare she has, still can get a melanoma on her lip, you can get a melanoma on your lip. Be careful of the nomas. It's not the shit we want to deal with. You know what I mean? None of us. None of us. She's very involved in tabletop realm. Very much so. It's awesome. I'm glad you know who she is. She tweeted back. I've 2 times. I think 2 times in my existence, I've had a moment where I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have tweeted because I didn't. Like, you know, you tweet at these people who are astronomically famous. I'm an ant. Like, I like them and I'm, good job getting a melanoma, good job getting a skin check, whatever. And then when they acknowledge it, I kind of panic and have this moment of like, oh no. I didn't think you would acknowledge me. And then I want to run away crying. The last one was Jessica Nigiri. Nigiri. She tweeted back at me. I complimented her boobs and she said, my boobs say hi back. And I was like, she's so pretty. I am a child. My dad just had about 4 spots. Oh, shit. Dude, almost all the women in my family have had spots removed on their shoulders. My Nana had a couple on her nose. So I've just wear sunscreen. I don't even have the same skin as them. Like, I don't think I have an issue. I don't think I have to worry about skin cancer simply because I have my dad's, like, olive, no Bernie skin. But I still wear sunscreen religiously because I don't want to. I mean, it's not even just getting a melanoma taken off. That's the part I don't think a lot of people understand about melanoma is it goes to your blood and your brain like that. It starts on your skin. But your skin, like we talked about that, your skin is like your last defense. Like it's your, what's the word I'm looking for? It's your final defense. And when that breaks, i.e. burns. Ooh, CJ, how are you, love? Happy weekend. Oh, I'm sure she's down to earth and approachable. I don't know, man. I can't. I'm scared of people. I don't ever want to let people down. Like, I feel like I'll respond and they'll be like, oh, I shouldn't have responded to you. And I'm like, oh, no, you shouldn't have. I went to Croatia last week. Oh, yes. And I was so scared of Katie. The skin, I can read. I was scared of the sun. My skin has never seen so much sunscreen in a week, I swear. Good, Kieran. I'm glad. That gives me much pleasure. Seriously. I wear a lot of sunscreen, too. I just don't want to get skin cancer. Also, like, I'm not obsessed with anti-aging. I've never had Botox. I don't think I'll ever get injections on my face or anything like that. Like, wrinkling's normal. But I remember being a kid and seeing my Nana's friends when they were in their 60s, and they looked like human leather wallets. And they all lived in Arizona and just, like, lived in a lawn chair in their backyard. They would just, like, spray themselves with oil and, like, sizzle in it all day. And they looked like human leather. And I think skin damage is a big proponent of aging quickly. So, like, that's one reason to stave it off, I guess, if you're not scared of cancer. Tomatillos, just go get them checked out. You can actually ask a regular GP. Like, if you don't have a dermatologist, but you have a GP or just a doc you can go talk to, be like, hey, do you think this freckle's questionable? And if they think it's questionable, they can actually give you they'll suggest a dermatologist for you to go to and get it checked out. I've done that many times because I don't have freckles. I have, like, moles that are not raised. I don't think they have a different name. There's like moles and moles. There's a million different types of moles, but I'm just covered in like those little dark brown, not raised. I don't even think they come up. Those things. Right there. There's one. There's one. Like just little brown moles everywhere, but I get them checked because I have a couple on my back and I can't see them. I don't know if they're changing or whatever. But I'll just like pull my shirt up and be like, "Yo, does that look weird?" No, cool, we good. That's the best. I mean, that's the best you can do. But it's worth getting it checked because like shit can go wild. I don't want to tell you guys horror stories, but I've got them. I don't want to scare you. I don't think I need to. Same. Well, that's savage. When I was a kid, because I don't burn, I didn't ever reapply. Like my mom would always drench us in sunscreen before we went outside, but I never reapplied sunscreen. And I just have like that olive, like yellowy skin that just tans. I never burn. I don't get very dark. I don't tan very dark, but I don't burn. So there was a huge portion of my life where I was probably should have been wearing sunscreen and getting away with it that I worry. I worry about like what that damage has done. Especially on parts of your body that don't see the sun often, like, your stomach. Like getting a sunburn on your stomach on vacation is a big deal because that you have no primer on your stomach. That's white. At least for me, that is some paper white flesh. I got those weird little moles. One of them even fell off. What the fuck? In my imagination, it was a wart or something. We'll go with that. One got raised and just fell off after a while. Oh my god, that's so weird. I don't know if any of mine have. The newest moles I've been getting, I have a couple on my stomach. They're red. I have like little, they're not raised or anything, just red dots. But in my later years, I've noticed I have a couple like right here, just moles, but they're like red. And I had my doctor check them out. He's like, no, it's fine. It's like broken blood vessels that turned into a mole. I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Are you high? What nonsense are you fucking serving me up now? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. There are no health benefits from tanning your taint. I would highly suggest not putting areas of your body that don't naturally see the sun into direct sunlight. Holy shit. What the fuck? I mean, what? What? No. I have an indentation on my leg that is dark colored. An indentation? My doc wants me to get a punch biopsy, but I have a history of infections in my leg, so the dermatologist doesn't want me to do it. She also doesn't think it's anything to worry about. I would go by your dermatologist. Always, your dermatologist is the skin expert. Like they also have ways to test skin cells that aren't a punch. They can take like a blade and literally like scrape the top of it and test it. And they have other ways. Like dermatologists, I would go, but when it comes to moles and skin, I would go with your dermatologist's opinion. I never want my feet to get sunburned. Oh, your feet, like the tops? Ugh. I need to reapply sunscreen. I never wear it, but after my dad getting that many spots, do it. Seriously. I had a buddy of mine died 6 months after college, got skin cancer, and it went to his brain. We graduated and he was dead. It was so fucking wild. Like it's just he's like a bald nerd who never went outside but lived in Arizona. So when he went outside, he burned every time and it straight to his brain. I mean, please wear sunscreen. And Anna Posser says you should absolutely wear Goop, Super Goop, not to be confused with what's her name? Not to be confused with the Goop, like sticking eggs and beehives in your vagina. Not the same thing. Super Goop, ! Is a brand of skincare. The Goop is Gwyneth Paltrow going off the fucking deep end. Holy no. I tried Zaquarion. I tried one time. I think I lost count because I have hundreds too. Like I'm big enough that they're really spread out so they don't look freckly. Like they're just everywhere. I think some of them are under this tattoo at this point, so I don't think I could fairly count them. But yeah, I have the same. Just these little brown spots. Not a freckle, but brown spots. I don't know what they are. 7. But we don't talk about the eggs. We don't talk about Bruno. I had my nip nops get burnt one time. That was probably the worst sunburn I've ever had. Remember to remove skin cancer. They shave layers of skin until they no longer find cancer cells. Wear sunscreen and a hat. Honestly, sunglasses too. It's hardcore, yes. The amount of retinal damage that you get from just the sun these days, holy crap. The sun is bad. Like, take a vitamin D supplement and stay inside. I can't think, like, you need a little bit of sun, but honestly, everybody needs to take a vitamin D supplement, no matter where you are, especially if you're in the northern hemisphere, though. Holy crap. You need a vitamin D supplement. Just take it. Just do it. Don't worry about the sun. Shit is bad. No one needs that shit. Tucker Carlson thing and the manly man dick tanning. Oh my god. Wasn't it like exposing your perineum to red light can increase your testosterone or whatever the fuck that is? Oh my god, you've never heard of the goop? Holy shit. How does one describe the goop to no one who's heard of the goop? Um so Gwyneth Paltrow some years ago started like I think like just a blog where she would like talk about ridiculously expensive shit she likes to enjoy as a wealthy white woman, like sitting on vagina saunas and putting calcified beehives up her hoo-ha and so on and so forth. I mean, extraneous, very strange things. And it turned into a website and it turned into a mega like corporation where she sells these items now. So she, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think she actually manufactures anything herself. She just like hosts all of these. So like for instance, you could go to her website and buy like camel milk for $100 maybe. Like it would be something super bizarre like that. But she comes out and says like, "Oh, put jade eggs in your pussy and you'll have the best orgasms ever." And just you know, the how do you put I don't know how to put it. It's weirder than witchcraft. It's yeah, it's health stuff. It's well, yeah, health stuff. Yeah. Yeah. But like if you know anything about skincare, just go watch her little like My Daily Skincare video on YouTube. It's all the dumb you need. Vaginal crystals, yes. I remember those. Yep. It's all just like kind of like I really like crystals. I'm the first person to go into a crystal store and buy some pretty crystals. Am I going to shove them inside my hoo-ha and try to market it to ignorant rich white people? Probably not. I can't remember. A couple things she's marketed at Echoscope have been terrible. Yes, a couple things like literally the media has had to come out and be like, "Do not do this," because whatever she told, like literally, I think at one point she was selling like petrified or calcified little hornet nests or bee nests or whatever that were supposed to be you put them in your pussy and let them dissolve and something like that. And she was selling them for astronomical prices. So women were like, "I'll just go pick one off the garage ceiling and stick it up there." And the world had to be like, "Don't sit on bee nests, please." Oh, it's wild. I don't know how what she does is legal. I mean, she doesn't claim to be a health expert. She just is rich and like pretty. So I think people are like, "I'll be rich and pretty if I too do this as well." I don't know. It's wild, but it's called the Goop, Goop, or just Goop. Whereas this sunscreen I was talking about is the brand is Super Goop with an exclamation mark. Unfortunate similarity, not the same thing. But you're welcome. There was a documentary on Netflix about it. Yeah, there's a documentary on Netflix about the Goop if you want to see the insanity on that. It's nuts. It's crazy. It's literally just marketing off people's insecurities with psychosis. It's real weird. Mm-mm. It's fun reading about how a woman ends up in a hospital because she put garlic up her snatch and just left it in there. What? I didn't know they did that. Did she expect it to be Yeah, I thought the same about the bee's nest. Like, the moisture from your puss might make it break down, but there's nowhere for it to go. Like, it's not like you're where's it gonna go? Why would oh, the smell. Oh my god. Sit on bee nest, cook NyQuil, eat Tide Pods, whatever, live big, YOLO. It's equally jarring that people would just blindly do what celebs say versus, I don't know, doing some research. It's easy. I think it's easy and lazy. And like, if you like, and this is probably giving way too much credit. But if you break it down to its base, like if in our animal brains, like seeing someone who appears healthy and successful, our animal brains say we should mimic that behavior so we too can be healthy and successful. But the problem is because of the world now, that doesn't work. Like looking healthy to us is like looking like you have tuberculosis essentially, whereas that is not healthy. You know what I mean? Anus bleaching, yes, that was one that was I think it came from her, was anus lightening or anus bleaching. Also strange pussy steaming that gave some people burns. That was pretty bad. Nope. Don't eat chicken marinated in Tylenol. Don't eat Tide Pods. There are a lot of things that we thought we'd never have to say. At least not facetiously, for fuck's sake. Ugh. Oh, Savage, you're welcome. I want to hear your report. I want to hear what you think. I won't be here tomorrow. Tomorrow we're doing like an escape room that is at 8:45 in the morning. Zach is gonna be so grumpy. I'm really excited. But on Sunday I want to hear what you thought. I want to hear what you think of it. It's almost so wild. I mean, it's just an example of how good PR and money can really help you. You can do anything you want to do with those things. You know, tanning your chode. Yep, that's where we started. We started with the red light on your chode. That was where it all. Yep. Oh, I can't with that. It makes me just want. I have to like shake it off physically. One of the biggest reasons for their anti-vax movement right now is Jenny McCarthy. Jenny McCarthy's the only reason. Holy shit. I love how whenever a new superhero movie or movie where a guy is jacked to the gills and they always say, "Oh, I ate a lot of vegetables and chicken breasts." I love that people like The Rock posts what he actually eats every day. I love it. It makes it so much more realistic because I myself have wondered, like, how does one maintain or even grow to that size? It blows my fucking mind how someone does it. And when he posts, the 5 billion calories he eats a day, oh my God, ODS. It's on his, hold on, let me see if I can pull one up. His Instagram is a fucking sex pot of food porn. If you ever want to look at just piles of delicious food, what he eats a day. And that's because not only to maintain that muscle load, but to build it, he has to work out all day. He works out like 5 times a day. He never leaves his personal gym. And in order to keep doing that, he has to keep eating like 3,000 calorie meals throughout the day. It's insane. It's a full-time job. No one just accidentally becomes that, I guess, it's nice. I like to know that. I know I need to do mine too, Echo. I'm going to do that on my day off this week. What about charging my taint up? Don't do it, Banana. No charging of the taint. Not today. Please no. They haven't gotten the doses? Fuck. The Rock is on HRT at this point in life. So when people say he's on roids, I'm like, nah, not at all necessary. He's on HRT. He's got test levels of a 21-year-old. What does that mean? The test levels of a 21-year-old. Explain like I'm 5. I don't know anything about that shit. I'm not into building muscle. Hafthor Bjornsson. Oh my God, that dude. What was he? The Wall, the mountain, is also really open about what he eats when he's training and eats like 20,000 calories. Yes, I follow his Instagram. I follow his YouTube. I've watched him and his tiny little wife on his YouTube for many years now. It's fucking funny. They literally eat so much food. I'm gonna try to hold on. Let me look up Hafthor. Hafthor's isn't he like, what is it called? Zeus or something? He's like the world's strongest man, or he won world's strongest man, something like that. Oh my God, Katie. It's fine. I'm fine and you're fine. Food. How much food does he eat? I just wanted to see, like, they post, well, at least The Rock does post like pictures of what he eats in a day, and it's kind of ridiculous. It looks like it's a joke, but it's not. Like, they actually eat that much food in a day. Fuck, I can't find any. Look them up. They're wild. Me too, Odious. I eat like once a day with a few snacks here and there because eating is like a chore. Like, I do it because I know I'll fucking die. Oh, so he takes testosterone. I didn't know that he did that. For muscle building kind of thing? Or is it like so his body doesn't like break down with that amount of muscle mass at his age? I have an outpatient clinic one doctor from the VA runs, and I asked the ER to hook me up. They did. Hook you up on what? Wait. Oh God. It feels like I eat 20,000 calories a day every time I go to Taco Bell because I have no self-control. See, I have the same. I order like 4 items, I eat one, and then I'm done, and I go to sleep. I have no self-control, but it's with the ordering, not the eating. It means that his muscle growth and his ability to sustain the muscle is easier than if he was off. That's what I assumed, because he's not doing anything, like he's not fighting, like he's not doing anything where his muscle would hurt anybody. Feels like it sounds like a therapy you would do because he's at an advanced age where holding that amount of muscle on his skeletal frame might be unhealthy for him without it, but I don't know. I don't know anything about that stuff, really. Maybe? Do I like steaks? I mean, yeah. Yeah? Who doesn't like steak? Oh my gosh. Black Kitten Archer, how are you? Thank you for summoning the class, giving the class 11, giving it 8 swings, almost 9 months.
It's almost a baby. We'll feast on it, don't worry.
Don't have to pay child support if it's in my tum-tum. Tummy tum 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 tum. Oh, I'm gonna watch the fuck out of that pagan. Hails to the yeah. Talking about the VA and COVID shot, flu shot, and the VA is hard to deal with. Can you get it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The VA. I had to do clinicals at the VA when I was in school. It's terrible. That place is a government joke. I hope so, Kinger. I wonder if that's what the HRT is for. I hope he's doing it like under medical supervision and it's healthy. You know what I mean? I don't know enough about that stuff to say neither this or that. But The Rock, from what we are presented on social media, seems like he would do things responsibly and not purposefully like destroy himself. Hi, Humbucker. How are you, love? Humbucker is a good name. I like it. The VA's gotten better, but man, are they just overwhelmed? That's it. It's overwhelmed and unmanned. I mean, from what my friends say, I've talked to my friends working in hospitals, the big hospitals feel like a VA right now. Like what the VA was when we were back in it, which is horrible. The Rock is definitely under monitoring by a doctor or 3. I would assume so, because goddamn. That's a full-time job. You're never leaving a gym. That's pretty crazy. It's a good one. It reminds my grandpa said my grandpa was a humbug. Like he had on Christmas just a fucking red crew neck sweater humbug across it, and I love it. It just reminds me of him. He was like the quintessential troll grandpa. Like he was a troll, like an IRL troll. You know what I mean? It was great. I loved it. We got a lot of vets with issues and not nearly enough. Well, yeah, that's the thing. And they won't, because the VA is government funded, it's all what the government deems worthy of an income for the hospital, which is crazy. He cooks and eats steaks all the time. I love watching channels. You know, I can't remember what they're called. There's a really good cooking channel similar to this, Pagan. You'd probably really like that. I like to watch. It's silent. The guy I don't think he's ever spoken. And he cooks really delicious looking food out on a fucking campfire in the woods. Like the whole video is him like chopping the wood for the wood fire and then building the fire and then cooking delicious food on the fire. But it's really, really well done. Like beautiful camera work, beautifully done shots. I was trying to look through my YouTube to see if they had posted something recently that I could give you to look at. Cause I like to watch them when I don't really want to listen to anyone talk, but they're very peaceful. There's like the crackling of a campfire in the background and they're just making food. Oh God, what are they called? I don't remember. If I find them, I'll put them in the Discord and I'll tag you. If they post something, I just can't remember the name of the channel, but they're great. The Bah Humbug joke a lot. Also, the name Humbucker comes from the electronics in a guitar. Oh my God, it does. I fucking didn't even put that one together. Excellent. Good. That's great. I like it even more now. No shit, that's how you found this guy? You watch a guy like that. What is his name? Is it Man with a Pot? I'm gonna look it up. Men with a Pot? Sometimes I'm gonna look. I don't remember. No. But I'm gonna watch that channel. It's not that channel. But now that I know about that channel, I know you're gonna like the one I was thinking of, and I just have to find it. I'm gonna find it, don't worry. I just, for the life of me, at this exact moment, cannot fucking remember what it's called. It's not that one, though, but it's similar. I think you'll like it. Me too. I love watching people build cabins, homesteading, like a little homestead cabin from scratch. Is it fire? Oh, that sounds really familiar. Tony might have got it. Hold up. Oh, no, I just remembered. Although you helped me, it's Alamazan Kitchen. Alamazan is what it's called. It just came to my head out of nowhere, but Kitchen got it. Thank you. Alamazan Kitchen. I think they're in Eastern Europe somewhere up in the coldness, but it's just peaceful fucking silent ass cooking videos, and he always eats it at the end, and I don't know. I cannot stand when people don't try their own food. Stop it. I don't fucking trust you. Eat your food. Watch this. Yes, I did, Uki. Fucking amazing. I actually saved it in my favorites list. That's the YouTube link for Alamazan Kitchen. If you like those kind of videos, I love watching that stuff. It's fun. It's like you're kind of camping in your living room. But there, thank you, Tony. It was the kitchen. Alamazan. See that word? Why would I remember? I don't know. I've been watching them for years, though. They're great. I used to put them on at the hospital when it was like, 4 a.m. and you couldn't make a lot of noise because patients were in the dead of sleep. So I'd sit there and watch those. And it's just like the crackling of a campfire and a creek in the background because he's always doing them in the woods. It's very peaceful. You watch the same guy? Yes. They're great. I think there's a couple dudes. Like there's always the one main guy who's doing all the cutting and he has like a huge fucking like shit, murder cleaver knife. And then there's sometimes another person with him, but you never see their face. It's just the food. It's kind of cool. Ookie, right? And that's the other thing I was gonna say. Like all the recipes he's doing, sure, he's making them like on cast iron in the woods, but you could totally make them on your stovetop. So all the stuff he's doing, like I get little tips and tricks just watching his videos that you can totally use in everyday cooking. He's not doing anything that's specific to campfire cooking or specific, like it has to be done. Like sometimes if he's smoking something, like he'll build a little smoker out of rocks and he'll use a specific wood in the woods, but you guys know what you can fucking go buy your smoker bark, whatever. My favorite YouTube thing I watched on YouTube was a poor mukbang streamer getting slapped. What? In the face by spinning cheese. Wait, were they eating it? Were they eating it though? Because that's incredible. Out of clay? That's awesome. I think he's done that as well. I think I've seen him do clay. I think he usually makes a base of rocks and then like builds clay around it and it has something to do with the heat transfer. I don't know. Nothing. He doesn't talk, so I don't know. They're peaceful. I like them. An art that I think is dying out, sculpting stone, wood carving. Yes, I love woodworking. I think it's so cool. But I think they're kind of they're like luxury things. Like no one will do them if no one can buy them. And in like the economy and just the state of the world, like I don't think a lot of people are going out to like woodworking boutiques and buying $300 cribbage boards, unfortunately. Smokers are incredible. Oh my god, Uki, you can make a smoker out of like a cardboard box. I'm not even kidding you. There are so many tutorials on YouTube and Pinterest and shit how to make a smoker in your backyard. It's dumb easy. You can buy a very expensive, awesome smoker that's usually like a grill and a smoker, and it'll make jerky and it'll like suck your dick and all this fucking epic shit. But you don't have to. Smokers are super easy to make, and a lot of them, they'll teach you how to like collect the liquid smoke at the same time. So like you'll be smoking your smoked salmon and collecting liquid smoke. You'll have a jar of fresh liquid smoke at the end and some fucking fresh salmon. It's crazy. People are innovative. It's wild. Like before I buy anything ever, I go to YouTube and I'm like, did people figure out how to do it without buying it first? Because half of the time they have. People are ingenious. Ingenuity comes out of suffering, and a lot of people are like fucking struggling right now. Not that that's a good thing, but they've definitely made do. A fondue mishap? Oh no. Buying a dick sucking. Come on now. You know that was your nickname in college. None of us are going to pretend it wasn't. Oh my fucking. Mukbang grosses me out. Are there a lot of like mouth sounds in this, Odious? Should I like turn it? Wait. I don't want to turn it down because I want to hear it because whatever's happening here is just chaos and it looks hilarious. Like back. That was fast, but I just had to pee. I had to actually Lilith peed too. We peed real fast. It was a group pee. I love RTJ. They're so good. Thank you, Mayo. How are you, love? Oh, that's the end of the video. I was like, what the fuck is playing? Stop. It was a communist pee. Our pee, Tyler. Our pee. I still haven't watched Fight Club, and it's just like heavily on my mind, and I don't know why. I need to get it off. Giggity. Should we play some Control? I think so. I can't stop thinking about it. I just gotta play it. It's so good. If you haven't played Control, it's so... Fuck, it's good and it's weird. Wait, the Atlantic Ocean's trying to summon Satan? I mean... Considering who's residing in Florida currently, a smiting makes sense. Just a wee one. What can we control? Nothing. That's what I've learned. Via this game, I have learned we control nothing. Apologize for that. I had to blow the living crap shit out of my nose. Ugh. I can't tell if I have just the same sinus infection for a couple months or if it's a new one all the time. I don't know. My nose is shiza. Kendo, holy shit. How's it been 7 months, dude? Thank you for subbing to the class, keeping the class 11, giving it swings for fucking 7 months. And thank you for supporting my channel for so long. I appreciate you. Of course. I mean, blowing my nose would never stop me unless something very dangerous and scary came out of my nose. Oh my god, what kind of... oh god, what kind of story, though? What kind of story? Oh, man. I gotta think on it. I gotta give you a good one. The last one was Shit Fountain, dude. How do I go up on Shit Fountain? I'm gonna have to think about it. I'm gonna think of a story, but I'll get it. It's there. Spearmint iced tea is the best shit. I love tea. I love mint tea. Big fan of mint tea. It's really good for your throat, too, at the end of the day. I mistyped? Oh, you're well. It's okay. That's okay. It's so... how did the day go by so fast? What happened? David, anytime. I'm here for favorite. That's what are friends for? What are friends for? I've never had cum in my eye. Can you even? I can't even. Same though. Absolutely. Thank you for being my friend and being part of the community and part of the insight and the conversation, all the awesome stuff. We could do this back and forth forever. I'm very thankful for y'all. By the gallon? Perfect. Oh, wait. I come? Wait. Wait. What? Friends are for benefits and awkward consequences and angry dads. Wait, they are? Is this why I'm not very good at it? Shit. I've been doing it wrong this whole time. I've been trying to, like, be helpful and help people move and, like, water their plants when they're out of town and stuff. Shit, what do I do? Oh, my God. What the fuck? I was mistaken, I guess. I was led to believe different. Next time you want to be a good friend, just give a quick handy. I mean, been there, done that, but I don't... is it a requirement? I think it depends on the level of friendship you've got going on. You know what I'm saying? It's not wrong, just different. Exactly. There's no such thing as long as it's consenting adults. It's just different. I have to save the stream here. I have to I Zach told you guys, and Zach told his community, and I've told you guys, we're doing like an escape room tomorrow, early in the morning. And Zach, I'm gonna just tell you about it because it's really cool. Zach and Scott. So let me start over. Tomorrow I will not be streaming because I will post. I'm going to take so many amazing pictures and stuff. Don't worry about it. I'll have pictures and videos. It's going to be hilarious. But months ago, the only time I've ever clicked on an ad in my life, it was an Instagram ad, but it was for a local Colorado thing. And it was, what it is it's an Alice in Wonderland themed escape room. But what they're doing is literally sectioning off a portion of the city to use to make one enormous fucking escape room. And it's going to be Alice in Wonderland themed, which is super exciting. I've always been very into Alice in Wonderland stuff. And so I showed it to Scott's wife, Bree. She bought tickets immediately. She was like, I bought tickets for all of us. You guys are welcome to come or not. So we all had to figure out outfits. And Scott and Zach are I'm really excited, David. I'm so excited to take pictures. Like because it's for all ages. Like kids are there too. Like Scott and Bree's kids are going to come and they're going to be dressed up and we're dressing up. But I have to finish Zach's costume tonight. So I'm giving myself an extra hour to work on it. Him and Scott are going to go as the Walrus and the Carpenter, which is perfect. I'm honestly so fucking excited. But Zach's outfit was so, like, easy to put together comparatively. Like, it was just human clothes, you know? We went to a thrift store and found them quite easily, actually. He got, oh my God, get this. If anybody knows, like luxury fashion or anything like that. I know a little of it. I have an aunt who wastes a lot of money and has gone into debt because of luxury fashion. Zach found a Burberry like sports coat for like $5, like a nice one. It's cashmere laid on the inside. I almost washed it in my wash machine. And then I looked at the label and I was like, no, it's not. And I like, it's real. Like I like tore open the lining. It's legit. I didn't tear it open, but I opened the lining and looked inside and I was like, you got a fucking Burberry jacket for like $5. Like I don't buy new Burberry or anything because they use animal fur and they test on animals and I don't support that. But buying used, I'm all about not filling up a landfill. And that was a steal. So that's part of his outfit, but he's going to be the walrus. And so he's got I should just go grab it. Let me go grab it. I've got the entire thing on a hanger because what I need to do is I need to create buttons tonight. I need to like paint some buttons and sew them onto it, but I can go grab it and show it to you guys. It's pretty cool. I'm sorry I keep yawning. Ugh. My high pony. I'm so close to being able to get my hair in a ponytail. I have a bunch of pins though, holding that shit up. I still have like the back mullet. I'm almost there, but thank you. I can't wait to be able to get my hair in a real one. It is. I mean, I would never buy Burberry. Like it's overpriced, like super overpriced, and they test on animals and they use real animal fur, which is unnecessary. If we have faux fur that feels and looks better than skinning a live animal, I don't see an excuse for skinning live animals anymore. Like having fur farms and shit, I don't support it. And Burberry is heavy into that, so I don't buy new shit from them. But getting it from a thrift store, I mean, it's great. But let me go grab it real quick. His outfit is well put together. It is. I'm gonna pull up a picture of the walrus, and then we can look at him. Let me put up this otter. Oh my god, Pagan, is this what you gave me? Holy shit! What is that? What's that? Oh my god, what is that? That. Holy shit, that's so cute. Holy god, that's what? Look at his little fizzle. Oh my god. If I got knocked up and gave birth to that instead of a human, I would not be upset. Yes, like the actual walrus. Yeah, I was going to pull up a picture of it while we looked at adorable otter before I forgot about the otter. And I will take pictures. It starts this because it's huge. It's like a corner of the city. It starts at the ass of dawn. Like it starts at like 8:45 in the morning. The ass of dawn for Zach. He doesn't get it. He doesn't even wake up before that point. I'll be long awake, but I'll get good pictures. So this is the walrus and the carpenter. Like I guess classically the Disney, which is we were aiming for Disney because I think it's. I mean, that's like the most well known version, right? So that's his outfit that we had to like kind of put together for him. Had to, you know what I mean. But let me go grab his outfit on a hanger and I'm going to show you. It looks damn good so far. I'm pretty proud. We hunted for these pieces and I just have to make buttons for it cuz these buttons on the front, I had nothing big enough that would like stand out and actually look like a button. All my buttons are like itty bitty little buttons. It's Ganesh and Jesus, exactly. The baby beans I want to snuggle that too hard. That is one of the cutest things I've ever seen in my entire life. Hold on, let me change I'm going to change our category since I'm saving control. But it's not like I'm rushed. It's just I don't want to be rushed because this is first thing in the morning and I don't want to be doing this at midnight. You know, sewing. But let me go grab his shit because I kind of put it on a hanger all nice so I could sew the buttons on and see where they're gonna sit. The ass of dawn can be quite glorious, but a punch in the dick as well. Dude, Chronicle, if no truer words have ever been spoken. I honestly, I don't like sleeping in. I feel like I lost my day. I feel like it was stolen from me. And when you wake up before everybody else, you get this sweet, precious moment in the morning where it's just silent. There's no one on the road yet. No kids are walking to school. Birds are just starting to wake up. And I kind of feel like I have this private, like, even if it's only 20 minutes in the morning, to drink coffee in the yard and just stand there before the world gets loud. And I cherish it. And if I sleep past it, I get real. I don't like it. I miss it. It's just I don't know. I really like it. Same. Yeah. I don't know why I've become a morning person because I also stay up super late at night. I just don't sleep. I did a weird cut last time I got my hair cut sometime in June, so I got a large amount of long hair on top that I throw back. Slowly gonna be a mullet. Oh, that's what mine is. Mine's like a grown out mullet. Mine, I haven't had my hair cut in like 2.5 years, dude. I haven't caught my hair cut since the RP that Dan ran, where my hair was like this long and ginger. That's the last time I had my hair cut. This is just the grow out and me dyeing it, obviously. I love Dogma so much. I was never meant from. Oh yeah, more of a 10 a.m. nooner and a late. Me too, dude. We were talking about that the other day. You ever feel like during the day you're exhausted, and the moment the sun goes down, you get like a weird jolt? Like you get like your just because the sun went down. Like once the sun's down, your body's like da 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 da. Time to work. I don't know why that happens, but it happens to me all the time. And I've got another 4 hours of just like prime time energy to do shit. And then I end up way too late. But my body will wake me up at 6 a.m. no matter what. I don't have a choice there. Like between 6 and 6:30, I will wake up just naturally. No matter how late I stay up to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Which show? Which show you're talking about? What? Really, Chucky? I'm sorry. Is that a military thing though? I've known a lot of ex-military people that like just cannot ever come out of that cycle of, sleep isn't necessary. I've had to train myself to get up at like 5:30 and it was really hard for a while, but now I love it. Mine's like it's like residual from working night shift. When I stopped working night shift at the hospital and I, was forcing my body to flip over into like human hours so I could be awake during the day again, I noticed that it just naturally I would wake up really early. Like sometimes before the sun comes, definitely before the sun comes up in the wintertime, but like real early, sometimes 5:30, but usually anywhere between 5:30 and 6:30. I just wake up naturally now. But because of that precious moment in the morning before anyone's up doing shit, it's kind of just it's like if you see someone drinking coffee in their yard for some reason, you maybe make a nod, but there's no acknowledgement. Like we're all acknowledging this is our precious quiet time. I don't know. I love it. I'm sad if I sleep in past it. I slept in past it today and it's like, you know, mostly because kids. Well, my dogs might be part of why I wake up. They definitely have to shit all the time. 10 years Navy. Yeah. See, I don't have an excuse other than, having just a fuckery of a sleep schedule when I worked at the hospital. My brain sleep was not a thing. Saf, when's the last time you had a REM cycle? I don't think it's a thing. It's just weird. You just learn to survive off of it. Faint Dawn. Faint Dawn. What was that? Wasn't that was that that was the show name that I was within Dan. Faint Dawn. Yep. That was the last time I got my hair cut. Crazy. August 8th of what year? 2 years ago. I think that was 2 years ago. Wild. Between 10 and 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., I feel that spiritually. I don't mind waking up before 10, but I like to be alone. Like, I don't want to like have massive conversations before stream or like in the morning, that's like my quiet time. Suffered from onset and having sleep apnea during that time, was never rested. Yeah. We used to go out to be more, get home around 2 to 3 a.m. I was up at 7, couldn't get back to sleep, hated it. It's the worst. I can't do it either. I'm not a napper. Like if I take a successful nap, I know I'm getting sick. Like that's how I know I've got an infection going on. I'm like, "Oh, I napped." Bill, I say that all the time. Like if I had a wish from a genie, it would be that I wouldn't need sleep. I get very like childlike annoyed when I get tired at nighttime because I want to keep being productive. I've always got stuff to do. I've always got something to work on, you know what I mean? And like sleeping is just like fucking what's happening here? What's happening? Can we just not? Are you taking off, David? I'm gonna have to go keel over now. You know shit. You're probably freaking exhausted. Tomorrow I won't be streaming, David, but I'm sure I will post photos all over Twitter and Instagram and like stories of the nonsense, especially Zach and Scott, because hilarity will ensue. The outfits will be amazing. I'm very excited. But go sleep. Goddamn, you have to be exhausted. I will see you tomorrow. Oh, on Sunday. I will see you on Sunday. My depression superpower is sleeping. I love sleeping. I would give up eating. Eating is a chore and pain in the ass. I would give up eating and sleeping, but sleeping first. Just because sleeping takes so much more time out of my day. And I get real cranky when I'm tired. Like a child. Like, I'm just like, I don't want to be tired. I'm going to go for a run instead and break my legs. I had a nightmare of 2 people with monkeypox trying to touch me. But how did you know they had monkeypox? What if they just, like, were burn victims asking for help? Having to get up at 5:30 a.m. to be at work. Are you at work at 5:30 or you wake up at 5:30? Because both are gross. I used to work in a cash office. I had to be there at 4:30 in the morning. That's the grossest I've ever had. Like, those were nights that when I got up in the morning, it was pitch black and no one's alive and there is no sound. And it's all these people start coming in around 8 a.m. to work and they're all cheery with their coffee, like, haha, look at me in my hair that was done, in my shower that was had. Tee hee, haha, fuck you. And I'm like in the cash office looking like a wet rat, like, I'm bored asleep. It was bad. I hated that was the worst. I'd take night shift over that any day. I think my depression superpower, if anything, would be that I don't need anything. Like, I stop sleeping and I stop eating and I just kind of like go with the flow forever until it's over with. I'm very obtrusive when that happens. I'm being very joking. I'm joking, by the way. None of that's healthy behavior. There's a dog here. Did I kiss you? Did I kiss you on the face, Bill? There's something on my face. I want to go grab Zeke's outfit on the hanger and show it to you guys before I take off and make the thing. Yeah, 4:30. That's what I did. It was like 4:30 to 3 or something was what I worked. And it was the worst. Honestly, it probably wouldn't have been bad if it was like in an environment where I was with a bunch of other people also working at 4 a.m. But I would go into work and literally lock myself in this tiny little dark, soundproof cash room and be alone for 6 hours just counting money on a scale. So I remember I would prop my phone up against something and I watched Parks and Rec over and over and over on my phone on Netflix. It was like right when you could get Netflix on a phone, and I would just put it on repeat because I was I would, just be in silence, dude. It was terrible. I don't know how anyone did it. It was so bad. I was backing away when I noticed scabs on their arms, and they were like, "It's okay." Oh, I would have licked them. What if it was meth? You could have got a free. I'm just kidding. I'm being disgusting. It's disgusting. I'm gonna go grab this outfit real quick. I want to show it to you guys. Burb. It's good, and you just look at this tiny otter for a second. Stop it. Look at that face. It's right behind me. It's so cute. Oh, what up? Oh my god, chickies. I'm gonna go grab the outfit that Zach's gonna wear for this thing we're doing tomorrow, and it's awesome. I'm gonna show it to you. Hold on. I got it, but I think I have to stand up to show you it. It's big. It's big. Hold up. Up. Say goodbye to little otter. Okay, look at this. So chickies, what I was telling everybody is tomorrow, I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow. Normally I would, but we're going to an escape room that is like a portion of Denver. The city is literally portioned off, and they're turning the entire thing into an escape room. And it's Alice in Wonderland themed. So super excited. I love Alice in Wonderland stuff. So I was really excited. So Bree and Scott and their kids and myself and Zach are going to go. So we all picked characters to dress up as, because why the fuck not? Why wouldn't you? And Zach and Scott are going to go as the Walrus and the Carpenter. And this is like the picture, the reference we went off of. And then this is the outfit we kind of put together. Ignore the string. This is for me sewing buttons. It's in the pocket. But I think we did a pretty fucking good job. So this is all from a thrift store. This is all from like a thrift store, yeah. So it's just gray. We just got like gray. These are the pants on the inside. It's just like gray linen pants. But then he found the undershirt. And then this is like a women's like duster overcoat that doesn't have any buttons or anything, but it's so like there's so many like flaps. It's like if you look at it, it's got all these like flaps and shit that we're gonna be able to put buttons on the very, very edges of it and then stuff it full of pillows to give him like a big old belly. So this is actually like a women's like a robe. It's got like loops for a robe thing. It's like a robe duster kind of thing. But that works really well for the olive vest on the underneath. And then Zach, this is the steal I was talking about earlier. This is the Burberry sports jacket he found and got for like $5. But I would say this jacket was at least $200 if you bought it in a store, if not way more. I have no idea. I don't buy expensive things, so who am I to say? But I think we did a good job. And so what I have to do tonight is I have to create some buttons that are big enough to stand out on this thing and then, create the belly. But I think he did. I think we did a pretty good job. I think it's going to look nice. And he did get a little top hat for it. Oh, and this is the best part. Hold on. I don't want to put this on the ground. But he got like a little walrus hat. I can't put it on because my ponytail will not fit under it. But it's a walrus hat. But you actually like fill up this little bladder with water and it squirts water out its nose. It's like a children's toy, but it works so fucking well. Oh my god, a song. Hold on. I gotta click it. I don't want this to drag on the ground. It's so Zach is all torso, unlike myself. I gotta put my headphones on. Hold up. I'm getting it. I'm always down for an appropriate song. It's pretty good, right, Mayo? And he did all this on his own. I found the green duster thing, and I'm doing the buttons. That's it. He did all of it. He went searching while I went searching for my character, and he did all of it on his own. I was pretty proud. I'm not proud, like, oh, he wouldn't have done that, but you know what I mean. I was impressed. He did well. Sorry, putting my headphone in with my right arm is very awkward. Oh, I love Mac. This is actually a good song. I don't know why. I think people in Seattle just like wanted to hate on Macklemore because he was from Seattle and it wasn't cool to like him. I always liked Macklemore, but yeah, I think we did a pretty good job. So that's my string and shits in there for me to make the buttons, but I got to make buttons somehow to put on this. That's my project this evening, so he can stuff it with a belly, and then yeah, he's got his little fucking squirting walrus hat. I think it's gonna be pretty sick. I think he did a damn fine job. Perfect. And honestly, this whole thing probably cost like $20. Except no, not excluding this. This was probably $20 alone. I have no idea. But all of this was damn cheap. Halloween season's a great time to go thrifting for anything. And he got he kind of win-win. He got a really nice sports jacket out of it. Good quality. It's literally lined with cashmere and silk, my dudes. I can't. I like Macklemore too. Some of his stuff, some of it's a hit, some of it's a miss, but I mean, you're never gonna like everything. Yeah, I think he did a good job. I think it's gonna be fun. So, Zach and Scott are the walrus and the carpenter, and then Bree is gonna be the red queen. She was gonna be the white queen, but she could not find anything to do the white queen at all at the thrift store. Like I even looked too, there was nothing. So I was gonna do red queen. And I was like, you take red queen, and I'll do the caterpillar, because I mean, a smoke puff and caterpillar, like, come on, totally makes sense. So I'll show you mine. Mine's not near as complicated or cool, but I'd rather do someone else's outfit and make it look awesome than my own. Let's be real. I'm gonna go hang this up because I can't just set it down. I'll be right back. I don't know what to do with it. What do I do with my hands? It's huge. All right, BRB. Almost lost his mustache. He does have he got like how does it go? It's like the mustache from the guy from Sonic. But this was his option because the guy has a mustache, but then he found the hat, and the hat's so much better. And this is itchy as hell. This is like a hellscape to where it feels like pubes on your hair. Pubis? Feels like fucking pubes on your hair, man. On your face. On your hair? Catherine, it feels like pubes on your face. It feels bad. Excuse me. Yeah, White Queen is the sister of the Red Queen. She's in Through the Looking Glass, I believe. She's in the books, and then Tim Burton's versions of Alice in Wonderland. He did the second one, and he did one with the White Queen in it. And it's played by Anne Hathaway. I actually think she did a kind of pretty good job. Kind of? No, she did a good job, is what I meant to say. I think she did a good job. I don't know. I love all of the Alice in Wonderland characters. Honestly, when Brie asked me what I was going to be, I was like, let the kids and you guys pick your characters. I'll take the leftovers. I am honored to be any character. I think all the characters in Alice in Wonderland are dope. I would have been the fucking mock turtle. I don't give a shit. I'm honored to be any of them. I would have been an oyster. They're all fun. The caterpillar's fun. Whatever. I got like a long, flowy, like patchwork green looking like hippie dress. And then I got waist belts. You know those little like belts that are only meant to sit here for some fucking reason. But I got a couple, all from the thrift store, just different ones. And so I'm going to put them at different points in my body and like poof the skirt out so it looks like segmentation of a caterpillar. That's all I'm going to do. Not as fancy, but it'll be fun. And I got little like, even though the one in the Disney movie doesn't have antenna, I wanted antenna. I win. Maybe I'm the between. I liked the Burton version too. I thought it was fun. I didn't hate it at all. I thought it was really fun. Creepy as fuck, but really well done. And I love the relationship between the Red Queen and the White Queen in it. I thought it was really cool. I thought it was really, really well done. I don't know why. I think people just like to hate on things because they're not what they wanted in their head. It feels like pubes on your hair, in your pubes in your pubes. This is nuts. Speaking of, has anyone here seen Patton Oswalt's new stand-up? It felt not great. And I'm wondering if I just was having an off night and didn't think things were funny that were supposed to be funny, or was it just actually not funny? I really like Patton Oswalt too, by the way. Just a side git. I really do enjoy him. He's funny. I love Alice in Wonderland. It's so fluid. You can do anything with it. I love Alice Madness Returns so much. I spent a very large time of yesterday just talking about it. That game. I have a lot of weird history with that game. I asked for it for Christmas one year, and my mom bought me the more expensive manual because she didn't understand what a video game was one year. It was great. I was a youth. It was a good time, but that game's incredible. So well done. I know. Well, I'll talk about it another time, I guarantee. Like, they're just fantastic. I would talk about them anytime. Those games are kind of legendary. Yeah, Patton has a new stand-up on Netflix, and it's just like, thank you. I wanted to repack for that. I figured we were so close to 420. I couldn't miss Central's 420. I just got to go work on these stupid buttons. Not stupid. It's going to be cool. I'll post pictures when I'm done. I really like Patton too. His stand-ups have made me laugh and cry from emotions and from laughter. Like, I've cried across the board. Like his one right after his wife died, when he talks about his wife and she says, everything is chaos, be kind. I take that forward into life every fucking day. I quote it a lot too. Like, I do not take credit. That was Patton Oswalt's dear departed wife, who apparently was a fucking miraculous genius. I really like him. But this new stand-up, it's almost like it's a Netflix one, and there's just like this really awkward middle chunk that's like 25-ish minutes. It feels like it might be way shorter, but it feels like it's way too long of crowd work that's just awkward. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just felt off base for him because normally he's very funny. There's funny parts in it. Don't get me wrong. It's not bad. Like, I can't do what he does. Let's put that out there. It's still better than any stand-up ClassyKatie. Anything ClassyKatie could ever do. So me judging is as good as a fucking grain of shit. We got yours, Viata. It's cool. Hi, Hazmat. How are you, love? Eric, and it was weird. Yeah, he picked like 3 people in the front row and just like asked them what they do for a living. And then a lot of the people in the front row were like, you know, pediatric neurosurgeon or a lawyer, a prosecuting lawyer who prosecutes people who are chimos. And he would just stand there for like 5 minutes and be like, wow, people I can't make fun of in any way, shape, or form. Okay. And then you move on to another one. It was just a little, I don't know. I've never seen new crowd work either. He's normally, every stand up, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but Patton's more of like a storyteller. Like a storyteller comic, you know, and that's kind of where he thrives. I love listening. He's got such a good voice for that. And he doesn't really do that in this. And it was a little weird. But let me know what you think. He just felt off. It's still good. Please don't think that I'm hating on Patton Oswalt. He's still a god of comedy. Like, fuck's sake. It was just not as good as the others, I think. Or I'm off. But Zach and I both, we watched it, and afterwards we were like... Also, Kendo, since you're going to watch it tonight, and since you're a big fan, so the special's called We All Scream. Please, after you watch it, will you tell me why? Exactly. He tells like perfectly cadenced stories that just like make you cry and laugh and shit your pants. He's fantastic. Again, no shade. I don't want anyone to think I'm joking. There were no ice cream. There was no ice cream joke. There was no ice cream joke and no screaming jokes. And I still like the moment it was over, Zach was like, why is it called Everyone Screams or I Scream or whatever? And I was like, I don't know. Erican, get out of my head. That's exactly what I said. I'm not shitting you. 1 minute till 4:20. The moment he started doing that and he started making fun of himself, I was like, dude, who can afford the front row other than a pediatric neurosurgeon to a Patton Oswalt show in Denver? You're not gonna find me in the front row or anyone that, I don't know, maybe someone interesting, but I don't know. I don't know what he was aiming for. But seriously, like, that's exactly what I said to Zach. I'm like, no one else can afford the front row, you bitch. Like, they're probably $1,000 seats, for fuck's sake. She had to, like, remove a heart to sit here. But I love the storytelling, too. I mean, that's why I love, like, Kevin Smith and shit, and people like that. Bill, I always say, there's Bill Burr, and there's two Burrs, and I fuck them up. One's like a shithead, and one's the funny comedian. Who's the funny comedian? Bob, help. I always say the opposite, and people are like, wait, you like that guy? And I'm like, no, the comedian one. They're too close. I can't think of which one it is. It's Bill and... I don't fuck. Cheers. Bill Burr is the comedian. What's the politician's name that is similar that's a Burr that I always mix it up with? Because I just want to separate it in my head. I need to hear both at the same time. I love Bill Burr. He is fucking funny as shit. He is a truth sayer, man. He's another one that will call himself out on saying shit in the past, and he will, you know, call out other comedians for being fucking pussies. I love him. He's amazing. Bill Barr, thank you. I mix him up all the time, and it's embarrassing. Thank you, Viata. So there's Bill Barr, and there's Bill Burr. Burr is good. Because I used to burr beans at Taco Time, and they were fucking delicious fresh. I got it. We like burr because beans. Connections have been made. I'm a 34-year-old, but you know what? Tricks need to be made. Cheers. The names are so close, my brain goes... I'm broken. It's fine. Cheers. No, they're not. It's just the names are close. That's it. I'm notoriously really bad with names, though. I'm working on it. Burr, beans. I like bird beans. I got it. Burr is good. That was a big hit. I know, it's terrible. I've done it in my stream. Like, someone will be like, oh, Bill Barr did some, and I'll be like, wait, I really like Bill Barr. What did he do? What's wrong? And my mods, like my friends will be like, no, Katie, you don't like Bill Barr. You like Burr. You like the comedian, not the fucking evil worshipping lawyer or politician dude. And I'm like, oh no, I've done it so many times. My brain is just it stutters. I think my brain has a stutter. I don't know what it is. Bert has a new something. Ooh. Oh, good. I love Bert Kreischer. He's funny too. There's a lot of really good comics that are still going around. There's just a few that I think are still like, they're going through like the death rattle of like, wait, I can't just do whatever I want. Stop, but let me. But let me. But let me do whatever I want. And it's like, okay. Sure. You'll be successful as long as people are laughing. Good luck with that. Not. On that note, I'm going to go finish this costume for Zach, so I'm not doing it at midnight. Thanks for hanging out with me today on Faded Friday. I love you guys. You're awesome. Just another sad reminder. It's sad to me. Sad reminder, I won't be here tomorrow morning streaming because I'm doing this crazy-ass Alice in Wonderland escape room with Zach and Scott and Scott's family, which I'm super excited for. I'll just miss you guys, but I'll post a ton of pictures on Twitter and all the like. I need a shower. But thank you for hanging out with me. I will be back on Sunday, bright and early, or whatever. I don't know. Hanging out, the usual. Let me see if anyone cool's on that I haven't hosted in a while. We shall see. Sometimes. Ooh. Is Brad Wodo live or is that a VOD? That's more confusing than hosting. Let's be real. Where is it? Oh wait, no. I haven't hosted KPP in forever. I'm gonna fucking host you forward into my friend KPP. Guys, I've been talking about how this character in the game Control looks like me on a very scary, I'm uncomfortable level. But then I was like, you know what? It kind of looks like me and my friend KPP were merged. I'm about to host you into the person that I think's face was merged with mine to create Jesse, whatever. Fininiman. What is her last name? I don't remember. I'll see you on Sunday, but for real, you'll see me tomorrow. Just in the, creepy, like, not this. I love you, bye.